Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 510, live. Welcome to another TWA Gold Rush tournament. Tonight is going to be an epic afternoon and evening, depending on where you are. Maybe late evening, early morning, I don't know. It is 7 o'clock p.m. EST here, so I'm assuming for those in the UK it is past midnight now, but for some of you West Coast villains, it is still only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So afternoon, evening, and early morning, depending on where you are, it doesn't matter. Welcome to TWA. Thank you for visiting the Archiverse TV, as you always do, and we are going to send you on a thrill ride tonight because we're going to have two inaugural champions crowned tonight, this evening. As you can see, we've got 8 legendary villains on the screen, and we're going to start from the far left with Eddie Guerrero, Farouk, the Soul Man Jay Simmons from Team Anime J, the Wolfman Alan Severn from Team Glenola. We have the one Elijah Archer, Team TWA, and of course Jack Quad from Team Dusty taking on also JBL and Kane. It is an 8-man elimination royale. It is for the brand new Junior Legends Championship. So of course the winner of the championship will be able to cash that in if they wish and challenge the Legends Champion at any time of their choosing, or they can continue to expand their legacy and try to defend that championship. Either way, it'll be a thrill ride for that division. The men's league in the Legends division now have a championship contendership title that'll carry some heavy prestige, as anybody that carries it, like I said, they can build a legacy or they can challenge the champion at any time of their choosing. And then of course we're going to dive head first, swan dive if you will, into the Gold Rush tournament. It is for the brand new Junior Grand Prix Championship. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is an all-streamer team affair. It is going to be one hell of a tournament. Wait until you see the villains in that matchup. But again, it's an all-streamer team affair. It's going to be a great evening. Great in-ring action, starting with the 8-man elimination royale for an inaugural Junior Legends Champion. But of course, before we get into any of that, we're going to have a look at the dirt sheets. There's of course some interesting CM Punk news. Ryback's in the headlines again. And of course, I do have a very interesting list tonight. It is the 10 most underrated champions in wrestling history, so we're going to have a look at that as well. Before we do any of that, I'm going to open up my dashboard here. Give me a moment while I do that.
It takes a hero to be one of those men.
I do know Glenola's lurking, so that spells demise if you're not paying attention. Him and the Glenalians could strike at any time. He claims he's not going to cause villainy, but I don't for 1 second believe that. So, but anyways, Sir Jack, of course, is in the house. What's going on? Sir Jack Oni Shinobi's in the house. What's going on, Oni? We know that the villain of the Archiverse community, Glenola, the treacherous one, in the house. What's going on, guys? Thanks for dropping in. It's going to be an exciting afternoon. Epic in-ring action, and I hope to have some great conversations. We're, of course, going to look at the dirt sheets here in just a moment, but how's everybody doing? What's going on in Glenolaville, Jackville, and Shinobiville? What's going on in Shinobiville? What's going on, Shinobi, Glenola, and Jack? What's going on? What's new and exciting? Anything? Glenola's lurking, trying to finish his dinner. I always forget we have the lurk command. People don't utilize it as often as they used to, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But it is a nice way to say goodbye, I suppose, especially if there's a custom command, which we do happen to have, as you can see. But anyways, Jack, what are you up to? And if you're touching yourself, we do not want to know. You can have that conversation with Team Kraken Skulls. They would most certainly enjoy that conversation. Alright, so let's dive into the dirt sheets here. And we're going to start off right away with the information about CM Punk. Now, this is from ringsidenews.com. Felix Upton published the article. So it says, CM Punk is now a free agent, and it appears he might show up at another company if things work out. Although the options might be limited, there is still interest in the Second City Savior in TNA. WWE's top talent also made it very clear they don't want to see CM Punk back in the company. This sentiment was known the moment news broke that AEW fired him. Apparently the door is not closed everywhere. PW Insider noted that Impact Wrestling is very excited about the idea of having CM Punk come in and work for them. That being said, it is something that could be a long-term option for them. Among other promotions, we have heard that Impact Wrestling was super excited about the idea of Punk potentially working there, but I don't know that realistically that would be a long-term option, was the quote. Only time will tell if Impact Wrestling signs CM Punk to a deal. It would take a lot of money, but Punk might find the ability to get certain freedom with Impact Wrestling. Some might view it as a demotion, but there's a lot that Punk could do on that roster. AEW doesn't want CM Punk anymore, and ROH isn't an option since Tony Khan bought that company. Perhaps Impact Wrestling will be his promised land. After all, they didn't kick him out when he visited backstage, and he even played cards with some of the talent. But I mean, I did call it. I said that could be an option, and I also said, and remember I said, if he does show up in Impact Wrestling, I don't care if people backstage made it clear upon his firing that they weren't interested in seeing him back in the company. We know that's likely a bunch of bullshit, and if he ends up in Impact Wrestling, I give it maybe 6-7 weeks before you see him show up back in WWE. And whether you like what he's done in the past as far as antics and leaving companies and getting fired from companies, at the end of the day, CM Punk is still a draw to a lot of people, and he can sell the hell out of merchandise. And if he was able to prove himself, so to speak, and maybe behave himself, let's be honest, he could still have some great matches with a lot of great superstars in WWE. But Impact Wrestling could certainly use the exposure of a CM Punk, and they could utilize his wrestling knowledge. He could help people backstage. There's a lot he could do for that company, I think. So it would be just as cool to see him stay long-term, maybe, with Impact Wrestling. But Impact Wrestling, as I've said before, WWE seems to pay close attention to Impact Wrestling, much like they used to with ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling. But, I mean, they're all working with and are part of AEW now and Tony Khan's empire now. So they're not going to be... I mean, they'll always do business with New Japan, but maybe not as often as they used to due to their close relationship with Khan. And certainly not ROH. So Impact Wrestling is, especially for women, because let's be honest, I think in the past decade, because they're coming up on their 1,000th episode, unless I've already missed it, but I think the strongest thing about Impact Wrestling for quite some time has been the knockout division. They always do a stellar job in Impact's women's division, and they've got some very, very formidable competitors. And I mean, it's been a while since I've even watched Impact Wrestling, I'll be honest, but I do know that they have a phenomenal women's division. The Knockouts division has always been top tier. Now, I do know that Mickie James is the champion, and Luke the Gooner must not be here lurking at the moment, because I'm surprised he didn't chime in with Mickie James is their world champion. But James West, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Episode number 510 tonight. Gold Rush tournament for the new Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. And, of course, we're going to kick things off with a tone setter. 8-man Elimination Royale. It is for the brand new Junior Legends Championship. So 2 inaugural champions being crowned tonight. And, of course, the Junior Championships are much like contenderships, so they can challenge any champion. They can challenge any champion holding a specific championship at any given time of their choosing, or they can continue to build their legacy and defend that championship. And, of course, we will be paying attention to records of people that hold those titles going forward. So it does help build the legacy of any superstar that holds them. As they chase, of course, either the Grand Prix Championship, the Legends Championship, tag championships from either TWA or YTD World War III. But anyways, the divisions are going to heat up. We really only have history in the Junior Tag Championship because they came first, and of course they're fairly new themselves, but there is a history for the women's and men's Junior Tag Championships. But going forward, we'll be paying attention to everything because we're going to be... I mean, we do have an inaugural Women's Junior Legends Championship. I'm tripping on my own tongue here. Beth Phoenix, of course, became the inaugural Women's Legends Champion. And we're going to be, we do have an inaugural men's world champion for TWA and a women's junior world champion for TWA. We have Reese the Voice Williams from Team 3TV Reese. And, of course, Jezebel West from Team James West is the current reigning defending junior women's world champion. So, but tonight it is about the brand new Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. Gonna crown an inaugural champion. And to start things off, the Tones Hitter, we're going to crown an inaugural Junior Legends Champion. So it's going to be an interesting evening. We've got some pretty cool topics to discuss for the Dirt Sheets, and I do have an amazing list, should we get to it. But anyways, my day was great, James West. I had the day off, got to spend the morning with the missus. She's at work now, sadly, but she's not working too late, so that's nice. She'll likely be home 9 or a little after, something like that. But she's out working hard.
I had Whataburger today.
I am home, well, hanging out with you guys. Running a Gold Rush tournament. It is Gold Rush time. I had Whataburger today. Okay, what is Whataburger? First and foremost, but tell us, I mean, I'm going to assume it's food, so was it delicious? Did you enjoy your meal? But what is Whataburger? I have no idea what Whataburger is. Anybody else know what Whataburger is? Tell us. What is Whataburger? Let's go, James West. Don't leave us hanging. How dare you? Whataburger is a burger place, and they have good patty melts. Nice. So what exactly did you have? What? I'm assuming you probably, had a combination? So what did you have? What was on the burger? Glenola says a decent burger place. See, I don't think we have a Whataburger over here. Certainly not anywhere around where I'm from. We do have an amazing place called The Works, though, and it's pretty cool. They serve beverages out of like measuring cups, and they've got all kinds of cool stuff. Metal baskets like they used to have back in the old days. It's like cross between a diner and I don't know. It's hard to even explain. But anyways, they serve great burgers. They got all kinds of food, but their specialty is burgers. And one of my favorites when I go there, it's called Elk on a Beach. So it's an elk burger, and it always comes with you can get your choice of side. I usually get their fresh cut fries with gravy. But it's amazing. The Elk on a Beach is absolutely sensational. Love it. And we got a few other, we have lots of burger places, obviously, but one that stands out for me is The Works. Yo, Lionson, welcome in. What's going on? What's doing exciting? Welcome to episode number 510, my friend. Gold Rush tournament time. A lot going on tonight, Lionson. We're going to crown 2 inaugural champions. A Junior Legends champion and a Junior Grand Prix champion. It's going to be a busy evening. By the way, Lionson, congratulations. I'm just going to call it out now. Congratulations to Team Lionson Escanor. Escanor picking up a big win over Joe Gacy today over at YTD Dark, so congratulations. Also, by the way, Mr. Pink Gaming had a great day. Mr. Pink picked up a big win over Giovanni Vinci. And, of course, Mrs. Fuller had a great battle with Candice LeRae. Unfortunately, Candice LeRae came out on top with that one, but what a match it was. Absolutely fantastic. By the end of that match, it really didn't even matter which one won. I think they were just both gassing out, so... Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Team Glenola and the Wolfpack Horsemen paying very close attention to Lionson Escanor and Escanor. But yeah, no, fantastic matches today. And how about Mr. Perfect retaining the Legends Championship again? Drek cashed in the contract case for the very last time to challenge Mr. Perfect, and Mr. Perfect sent him home empty-handed and retained his championship. Congratulations to Mr. Perfect. That was fantastic. And then, of course, we had Xia Li cashing in against January from Team Infinite Oni, and congratulations to Team Infinite Oni and the coldest bitch on the planet, January, because she retained her Women's Grand Prix Championship. In awesome fashion, she absolutely dominatedly But it was a fantastic day of matches. Mitchell Vaughn picked up a big W today. It was a great day of matches. It was a great day of matches. But anyways, how was everybody else's day? Lion said, how was your day? James West, how was your day? James West says they give a lot of fries. Now, do you like to eat your fries with just salt, or do you like gravy? Yo, Wolfman is back in the house scaring the shit out of me. What the fuck?
Good.
That's twice today, sir.
Good.
He waits till he knows that. Earlier we're on Discord going back and forth with messaging. The son of a bitch, he knows I'm waiting for his response, therefore he knows I'm looking at the phone. And he jumps onto the broadcast booth and scares the bejesus out of me. And now we just did the same fucking thing. Except for live. Thank you, Glenola. I appreciate that. That's... goddamn. I think one of my aortas fell onto the fucking floor and jumped out of my throat. I'm gonna go find it.
I like ketchup with fries.
I like ketchup with fries. Nice. Hey, Glenola, what do you like with your fries, mostly?
Well, it depends.
I'm a gravy dipper. I don't like to necessarily put gravy on fries unless I'm eating a poutine. But other than that, I like to...
I mean, gravy and cheese on top of fries.
Oh,
very good.
Yeah, especially if you mix it with some bacon. Put some piggy on there.
Definitely.
Or some hamburger. Different types of cheese, maybe
and
some
bacon.
green onions. Oh, and bacon. Bacon cheeseburger poutine. Yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea. No, seriously, you have no idea how many poutines we have up here. You can get a pulled pork poutine. You can get a buffalo chicken poutine. You get... goddamn. Chicken Caesar poutine. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff.
It's kind of a mood thing for me. You know,
My wife actually, sorry I'm going to interrupt, my wife actually works for a restaurant that ended up running the restaurant out of a golf course. And so they're called Fatless. And their food is phenomenal, first and foremost. But they also go on tour with trucks and do poutine fests places. And they have some of the greatest poutines you'll ever try, let me tell you. Yeah.
Sometimes I do taco fries.
Taco fries are always good.
Yeah.
My wife really likes dill pickle fries.
Yeah.
Yep. Dill pickle fries. James West says, I like ketchup with fries. Didn't you already say that? Or is this my... No, it's just my chat catching up.
You reread it.
Yeah, I reread it because the chat popped down for some reason. I thought somebody else messaged, but no.
Yeah, it does. It kind of depends on what mood I'm in at that particular time and what
Fair
do
enough.
I have.
Yeah. But do you like gravy at all? Like other than poutines?
Yeah.
I just never put it on regular fries because it makes your fries mushy, you know. So unless you're eating a poutine, it's kind of weird. So I just like to have the fresh fries and dip them in a little side of gravy. But
Yeah, I've done that.
yeah.
Especially KFC gravy.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I like the flavor of the KFC gravy.
I do too. I used to anyways. So I don't know if things have changed down there, but up here KFC has become very lackluster
Gravy is
in
delicious.
not just their portions being served, but the quality of the stuff that they're making and giving out. We up here now, most of us I think like Popeyes better. Popeyes came up and opened up franchises
Popeyes is
everywhere.
good.
Popeyes is very good, yeah.
Yeah, I used to actually get, ever so often I got to have Popeye's
Lions.
chicken salad sandwiches.
Yes.
Buddy of mine that I
Delish.
worked with on weekends would bring in chicken salad he made after cutting up Popeye's chicken. And so you got the flavor of that Popeye's chicken in a sandwich.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
That was great.
That
when
sounds
you're
delicious.
Working pharmacy and you know.
Lionson says, gravy is delicious. It is. I don't like pork gravy as much as others do, and I don't like regular chicken gravy either, but I do like a nice turkey gravy. I like a nice beef gravy.
And
yeah,
for turkey, you have to have it made with 7-Up.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've actually never tried it. I just do my own thing, but I know people have mentioned that before.
Or when you make turkeys, you know, when you roast a turkey, baste it with 7-Up.
Interesting.
And then you take that drippings to make the gravy.
And what is it? Does it flavor it at all?
It gives it not a lot of flavor to the turkey, but it keeps it very moist.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
And then the gravy has that little hint of that 7-Up flavor, and oh man, it's so good.
I always season my roasting tray with water in the bottom. I always when I roast, I always have a portion of water in it because I'm going to use that for gravy later, right? But I usually season it, and I'll brush a fine layer of oil on top of my turkey. And season the turkey itself and just use the drippings for gravy, but so I've never tried 7. And of course I cover it in tin foil in the beginning, but
but instead of water, use 7-Up basically.
Interesting.
And I want to say I'm not 100% sure on the amount. But I want to say it's at least 1 liter.
Well, yeah, you would need at least that. I would think. Maybe even a liter and a half.
It's either 1 liter or... That's what I was going to say. It was either a liter or a liter and a half.
Yeah, you would need
or
at least that much.
2.5.
Yeah.
You know, 1 liter or 2.5. Or, what, no, so 1 liter or 3 liters. Because there's usually about half of a bottle left.
Right, yeah.
So,
who's the champion of the YTD Academy?
On their second one, I'm not sure. But
Lionson, if you want to know who the champions are, you can type !YTD or !TWA or !Junior.
Grand Prix champion, Humboldt's Team Strife
Or you
Women's
can do
Legends
this.
champion, Ivory Team TWA.
Or you can let Glenola do it. There you go.
But you can do that too.
You can do that too. You can ban the broadcaster.
Champion, Cletus Team Joe Mama Legends champion MR.
Wasn't it Bromer that first came up with that concept and you just kind of implemented it? Because he would just type it out, I think, or something.
World Tag Team Champion.
I think he's the one that actually put the command in.
Is it? Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't do any commands. I didn't have the authority to make commands. I don't think.
Couldn't do it.
At that time.
Skipping the rest.
And there's the Junior World Champions.
Grand Prix champion, Humboldt's Team Strife Women's
Except for
Legends champion, Ivory Team.
apparently I've got to do
TWA
some, I got to fix the spacing of stuff.
That
That or Stream Elements is just being wacky tonight because that's all jumbled together. But anyway.
Champions, Junior World
But
Champion,
they,
Liz Williams Team.
you know, 'cause that was back in the time frame where I was banned at least once a show.
Jessica West Team James West Jr. I can hardly read any of these.
Yeah.
Well, you just read them championship by championship. It makes it easier. But unfortunately, Stream Elements only gives you so many characters and spacings to do things, so they make you kind of do that. But
And then somebody banned me from another channel for 3 months.
yeah.
So.
Plus, it was
I'm
better
not
than
gonna name names.
it was better than literally listing every single champion and giving a command for it. So
Oh, definitely.
yeah, but no, I do have to fix the junior ones up. The other ones aren't terrible. I can see why you'd have problems reading the Junior World Champion. So, because it's kind of, again, I don't know if it's a Stream Elements error or I got to fix it. I'm going to go check it later.
Yeah.
But anyways, what do you guys think? Is CM Punk possibly debuting for Impact Wrestling?
I just don't see it.
You don't see it, or you don't like the idea of it, or both?
Well, I don't like, like that either, but
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. I think with the way this ended, where they met with outside legal counsel and,
Yeah,
you know,
that did happen, yep.
basically he's a liability is what the decision was. I just can't see him doing it.
Mind you, the same legal team was dealing with a fired-up Tony Khan that just had an altercation with CM Punk, and they're going to tell Tony Khan... I mean, because from a lawyer standpoint, well, they don't want to deal with that. They don't want Tony Khan put in those situations, this, that, so they're going to immediately strike for that anyways. But, and of course, they have to also lean on the fact that, he did have problems in other companies, etc., so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But it was, at the end of the day, it was up to Tony Khan. I mean, I don't, again, we don't know the entirety of the story. Now, I did hear that apparently, I forget what show it was, that the Elite decided to do victory laps or something at the whole firing of CM Punk. I think the Elite that were involved in the initial issue with CM Punk were just as at fault as CM Punk was, and I think they should be looked at differently as well. They're just not doing that for whatever reason.
Well,
but
you got to admit, there's that Punk had that history.
That's the thing, and the Elite didn't necessarily. Me and Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, right? So, Hangman Adam Page. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, there was the issue with the Elite. There was the issue with Hangman Page. There's the issue with Jack Perry. The issue with Miro, who a.k.a. used to be Rusev. The issue with WWE in the past. I mean...
Yeah.
it is adding up.
I think it was Miro.
Life is great. What's going on, Life? I'm on my way to rehearsal. Fantastic. Congratulations on your stage play and good luck. This would be number 2 of 9, correct? You're going to do awesome. You've got the full support of a community.
Yeah.
And the people around you. Take it, hold your head high, and perform your ass off. And you'll be just fine. But that's interesting, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting, especially the fact that I literally just said that. We were talking about it the other night.
Miro. Yeah, I've heard the Miro incident was a joking around, and even Miro has admitted to that. Now that's
maybe.
what I've heard.
Is it though? That's the thing. maybe Miro just didn't want to be involved and correlated with the other people that were having issues with. You know what I mean? But honestly, I did wonder if that was a true statement or not, though, because Miro would absolutely kick the shit out of CM Punk. Absolutely kick the shit out of CM Punk. I wouldn't even wish that upon Punk, but you would. Life says, I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you, Life, and that's life, as the vignettes have said lately. I love that slogan. That's life. Made me laugh. Which one?
The one I just put in.
Life support, yeah. We should create a command for life support.
We love life. Laugh. Life support.
That's a good one. WLL.
I put that in the other night and didn't even think about it. Yeah, I was just showing her support.
All right, so before we get on into any other discussions, because I'm sure we're going to bash CM Punk for a while, there's some other stuff to talk about. We have a list if we actually get to it. But before we go any further, there's people here to watch a show. Let's get things kicked off with the tone setter of this evening. And, of course, it is an 8-man elimination royale to crown an inaugural Junior Legends champion. And look at the villainy we have in this matchup. We got, starting from the left, Eddie Guerrero. We have Farouk. The Soul Man, Jay Simmons from Team Anime J. From Team Glenola, it is the Wolfman, Alan Severn. We have the one Elijah Archer representing TWA. From Team Dusty, it is Jack Quad, JBL, and of course, the Big Red Machine, the Big Red Monster, Kane. All going to be looking to tear each other apart. And again, it's elimination style. Elimination Royale time to crown an inaugural Junior Legends champion. Now, it is a special event. If you guys would like to open the betting lines, you can redeem that. Don't forget. If you'd like to place a bet on this match and try to guess who's going to win. I mean, personally, I don't want to throw any money down on that. That is a hell of a match right there. And I know Elijah Archer. I know Elijah Archer is in this matchup, but I got to be honest. I think if I was forced to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Farouk. I don't know why. Something tells me Farouk wins this. I don't know. First black heavyweight champion in pro wrestling history, by the way. Not that that should even matter anymore, but it still holds true. It's still a legacy, and he should have been a WWE champion or a WWF champion, depending on which era we're discussing. It is absolute travesty that he wasn't and didn't hold that title. I would have honestly liked to eventually have seen a good feud between JBL and Farouk. Have the Acolytes, the APA, name the team you want to call them, have a bit of an issue over something silly and end up fighting. But especially back when JBL was, at the time, the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown history. And give Farouk that rub, that push, that final addition to his legacy. But
I never did so easy. Actually, but maybe not quite that point. So
Humboldt's his champion. Yes, he's the Grand Prix wrestling champion.
But back toward the end of the APA, it was so easy. He was cheating at a poker game.
Actually, Lionson. Sorry to interrupt. That's who won the Channel Redemption Award the other night. Remember we put somebody won? It was Lionson Escanor.
I thought that.
Yeah.
I had mentioned that, but we weren't sure.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought, well, not only did I just think of it, but he also said Humboldt's his champion, it seems, but he also said before that, so you know what I might be going for soon? And that reminded me, oh yeah, it was Lions and Escanor that won the YTD championship up. Oddly enough, nobody won shit the other night. That was the first time in a long time. I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? Nobody fucking won tonight? Not even Glenola? Wow. Not even Joe Link? What's happening? The world is crumbling. Life is Great says the life jokes are endless. Well, they're going to be, apparently. It's a new running thing. It is a fad. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the night, the tone setter of the evening. Again, Elimination Royale, 8 villains going to battle, and we're going to crown an inaugural Junior Legends Championship. So let's get the belt on the line right now.
150 points till I can.
And here we go.
TV championship opportunity.
It is showtime and go time. Time to turn and burn, rock and roll, get the electricity flowing, get Glenola going. Talk more about CM Punk, it won't be a problem. But no, I don't. See, I don't so the entire time I've been kind of going back and forth discussing the whole Punk issue and whether or not he would or would not join Impact Wrestling. So listen, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I'm just trying to look at it from a different standpoint that they may look at it from, especially when it comes to the almighty green dollar, right? I mean, unless you're in Canada, then it could be purple, pink, fucking God knows what other colors. We even have colors on our fucking coins now. It's the goddamn revenue rainbow up here. It's fucking nuts.
Really?
But anyway.
I haven't heard you colored your coins.
Well, not literally. Like, well, we do have a gold loonie. Everybody knows that. But we also have, like, our toonies always have different designs on them, and they'll put coloration on them sometimes. And I mean, our money is just bloody well weird, if you would. No wonder it's not worth anything. They're devaluing it by putting shit on it. Plus,
Of course
like,
it's crazy.
like part of the reason we used to have, you know, maybe more value behind our currency is like we stopped making our coins from what they were actually made of before, so now they're just made of cheap shit. Therefore, they don't hold any fucking value. See, the U.S. is smart. They back up every dollar with an ounce of gold at Fort Knox, and it helps to keep their currency up at all times for the most part. Once in a while, our dollar does go above, but that's usually because they're doing something right for that month, and then they fuck it up the next month, and it drops right back below the dollar in the U.S. Hardcore, usually down to like something stupid like 79 cents or something. But yeah,
you got to remember, you call your money a loony, so of course it's going to be crazy,
right? Like what the fuck? And then the $2 coin is called a toonie. You know what I mean? Loonies and toonies. Oh my! I mean, it's hard not to mock it. Even as a fucking Canadian, it is hard not to mock it. You know what I mean?
Loonies and toonies and geese, so much.
700 Escanor gets. Now, I forget what the fucking numbers are. Let's see if it's reminding us. 002 and 079. So, let's see. Unlucky. Life is Great. Unlucky. James West. Unlucky. Escanor. Unlucky. Now, don't forget you guys can play twice because there's two sets of numbers.
Today, Life is Great is Stone Cold. Play.
Oh yeah, I gotta add exclamation point junior to the Stream Elements pop-up reminder. Totally forgot on that one. But I did already officially add the Junior World Championship section to the former champions list on Discord, so that is there. Sorry, what's that going?
I just had a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
It was 0 what?
Well, it says 0079, but it's just 079.
Oh, so 088 is in the running?
Who got 088? Oh, you got 088! Wow! 908! Nice! Glenn is already... We just said nobody even came close last time, and all of a sudden Glenn pops in. That's a Channel Redemption Award, dude. That is for a channel... You're a villain.
You mean the one that really sucks?
See, what is...
Because I don't use?
You see why you... Yo, Joe Mama! Joe Mama, you gotta get more active on our Discord. I tried to message you, but couldn't find you to message you on our Discord. It is ghastly. But listen, Joe Mama, did you know, I don't know if you've been checking out the VODs or what you've been up to, but did you know Cletus is a world champion for the second time? And did it in fantastic fashion, I might add, by the way. But anyways, Joe Mama's in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, let's just hold on here.
And then 991.
As you can see, the first world champion, Cletus from Team Joe Mama. I got to fix the spacing on that one too, apparently. See, I don't think it's always been like that, though. I'm starting to wonder if it's not just a... Because it used to be a lot easier to read, I thought. I might have to put some dashes and stuff in there if it'll let me. Again, the problem with Stream Elements is they limit you to the amount of characters and spacings you can use, so it's kind of messed up. Sorry, I have a lot of shit going on right... Hey, man, listen, if you ever want to talk about, things are going south of the border, as a community, we are always here. I am here, Glenn is here, Joe Link. We will all talk to anybody that needs an ear to listen, or some eyes to read, and some fingers to type back, if you will. But listen, real life comes first, my friend. Family, real life, work, school, all comes first. There will always be a VOD to check out. But anyways, that said, welcome in. Nothing better than stop by the Archerverse TV if you're having a bad day. We can turn that frown upside down in some manner, whether it be the in-ring action, the conversations on the broadcast booth, the conversations with the community, or some of the shit we're reading in articles today. By the way, Joe Mama, you missed an article we read earlier about CM Punk potentially joining Impact Wrestling. What's your take on that? And I'm still going to remind everybody, I called that shit. I called that shit. I really do think he'll show up in Impact Wrestling, and thereon, 6 to 7 weeks later, he is going to debut in Chicago at Survivor Series, and it's going to cause quite the stir. And at least in the short term, he's going to make the company a lot of money, both of them. But the only thing I'll say, with the WWE being worth a lot more than it was, and having more shareholders than ever, and being partially owned by Endeavor, I gotta tell you, if CM Punk fucks up this time, he will be blacklisted from pro wrestling, period. I would guarantee it. Blacklisted. Goodbye. Thanks for coming out. Lovely parting gifts next time.
CM Punk needs to retire.
CM Punk needs to retire, but if he's that desperate, then he needs help, Joe Mama says. Kevin Nash agrees with you.
The only way I would support him going into another WWE or Impact that would be if they made him the jobber to the jobbers.
Well, here's the thing. I think if CM...
needs to have a jobber that wins. She's throwing against CM Punk. Maybe I'd support that.
You see, I think that I think if CM Punk wants to give back and regain some respect to continue a legacy, then he needs to do that. He needs to be there for the young bucks that are coming up. And I'm not talking about the elite young bucks. I'm talking about the young bucks, the new generation of wrestlers coming up through the business. And yeah, exactly. I mean, I think he should still have some feuds with some prominent people, but I think overall he needs to give rubs to people that could utilize it. I mean, let's face it, at the end of the day, CM Punk wasn't always the big asshole he is now, and to beat CM Punk in the ring does add to your legacy. It really does, as a pro wrestling standpoint. But yeah, he needs... I agree with Glenola 100% on that. He needs to give back. He needs to... I'm not necessarily saying a full-time jobber, but he needs to start jobbing to some people. He needs to go in there and have a rivalry like Cena did with Austin Theory. And, I don't know. Seth Rollins is probably fucking teaming right now because, I mean, he legitimately does not like Punk, but I guarantee you'll probably see them wrestle if at some point if he does end up back in WWE. But Joe Mama says, and that's just a fact of life. Yeah, sure is. CM Punk and Sammy need to be tallied to see who had the most backstage fights. Yeah, I mean, we're talking Sammy Guevara here, yeah. Only thing he needs to job to is his dishes because he needs to stop wrestling. Yeah. Yeah.
I am so happy BM Punk finally got flushed.
He got flushed, but it looks like he's being pulled out of the sewers, guys. I hate to tell you, and I hate to say I told you so. And I'm not going to confirm the I told you so right now, but it is definitely a possibility. Now that they've even made, I don't care if it's the dirt sheets and Rumor Roundup or what it is. They've got a picture of Impact Wrestling, the picture of CM Punk in front of the Impact Wrestling sign, and a fucking title that says, Impact Wrestling super excited about the idea of CM Punk working with them. And again, I called that, and again, if he actually ends up, whether you like it or not, if he ends up in Impact Wrestling, I would almost guarantee that in Chicago Survivor Series, CM Punk shows up after spending 6 to 7 weeks in Impact Wrestling. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just going with a gut instinct here. We need a Sammy Guevara versus CM Punk backstage fight. Actually, I don't have Sammy Guevara under contract, but that's not a fucking terrible idea. CM Punk is still part of Team Phenomenal Soul, so that'd be another good rivalry for Phenomenal Soul. I wonder, where's Joe Link? Joe Link! Somebody summon Joe Link for me. We need a command for that, to summon people.
Life isn't here.
Oh yeah, Life has to do it. Yeah, Life has to do it. That's true. Kraken Skulls used to be good at that. He would like talk about somebody and they'd pop into chat and be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, it was too scary to not be there to figure out what the Nightmare was planning.
But maybe we do that later. Maybe we check into Sammy Guevara's contract status, see if he wants to join TWA in some form, whether it be YTD World War III or TWA. He's a big enough star, he can choose. He doesn't necessarily have to start at YTD like newcomers, the new era. But Guevara versus Punk could be a great match. I'd be down for that. Of course, at that point, Glenola's going to recruit Sammy Guevara. You know he's going to. Then he's going to redeem Power Up and put him against Punk. But yeah, so I don't know, for anybody that doesn't already know, there is a new redemption. I just have to find it and see the exact name of. Well, first and foremost, we do have Claim a Superstar 3. It's 6,000 Archiverse bucks. Once redeemed, you will have claimed a superstar for your team for a term no less than 180 days or 6 months. So there's that one. But then, by the way, did anybody open the betting lines for this match? Do I need to open a betting line? I don't even know. I don't think so. No. And it's basically too late now anyways. The bell is going to go off shortly and start this matchup. But what the hell did I call it? Power up your partner. So it's 5,000 Archiverse bucks, and once redeemed, should you have a superstar tag team partner, you can max out your tag team partner to increase your team's winning potential. Now, if you don't have a tag team, you can do that as well if you only have one superstar under contract.
Hey Archer,
yeah.
What are the numbers?
079 and. God damn it, now I gotta go back and look.
002? Is that
yes,
correct?
That is correct.
Well, does that mean 88 and 991 are both in the running?
They are both in the running. Do you have both of those? Fuck off. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's craziness. Joe Mama, Cletus is not booked until probably tomorrow night.
Skipping the rest.
I need more.
Either tomorrow or Saturday. Either for YTD World War III Live or Wrestle Wars Genesis. But he's the world champion, so no, he's not in tonight's tournament because it's for a junior championship.
Okay.
I mean, if he wasn't the world champion, then maybe he'd be in the run for the Junior Grand Prix Championship. But at this point, he'd be going for the Grand Prix Championship if he wanted, not the Junior Grand Prix, because that'd be. He doesn't need the junior title to get to the big show, right? But yeah. However, that said, Saturday night, Cletus is going to have his hands full. Let me tell you, because we do have a Junior World Champion. That Junior World Champion, the returning, and that was the first match back, by the way. Did you watch that yet, Glenola? The return of Reese the Voice Williams?
I think I did.
Yeah, first match back becomes Junior World Champion, so he is next in line to face Cletus unless he decides to keep retaining that title. Because when it comes to the junior championships, you can either continue your legacy as champion, or you can cash that championship in and face the champion of that division. It is up to the holder. And if they choose to cash in, that of course vacates the title. And then there's either another match, a tournament, or what have you to crown another champion. But well, I don't really think they used the X Division champion they didn't cash it in. See, the junior championships are more like Money in the Banks or contract cases, except for you can defend them, as opposed to just cashing them in. But I know what you mean, kind of, though.
But it's not you can defend them.
Well, you will. Yeah, you will. You cash those puppies in, or you defend those titles. Absolutely. So 6-8-3 unlucky, 9-7-2. Actually, well, technically now, because Glenola got 9-9-1 or something like that. Now, normally Lions at St. Escanor, that would have put you in the running for the 0-0-2, which is the YTD championship opportunity. But Glenola, unfortunately, is hogging both fucking redemptions right now, so he's got his eyes locked in on both. Channel Redemption Reward and YTD up. How dare you, Glenola? we literally were just talking about the fact that nobody won the last time. It was the first time in a while nobody's won one of the jackpots. All right, so
Well, you have to build up championship odds again. I mean, it's down to 9 of them.
oh, you've only got 9. That's, we're all very sorry about your dismay. All right, so let's put CM Punk aside at least for a few minutes. Here's something from ringsidenews.com. Felix Upton wrote this article. Ryback says the late great Bray Wyatt wouldn't have died so young if he wasn't a pro wrestler. Now, you can take that with whatever grain of salt you want. Listen, just because a wrestler dies doesn't mean it's the business that put him in that situation. With Bray Wyatt, it absolutely likely was not. 99.9 percentile for that. But there's been lots of wrestlers that unfortunately passed away too young as part of the business. But there's many, 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 many more that lived and still live and still continue to perform and are legends of the business. But anyways, you know how Ryback is as well, right? He opens his mouth and weird shit comes out. So, yeah, there's that. But anyways, let's get into it. So Bray Wyatt's passing, first and foremost, was an incredible shock for pro wrestling fans, and tributes to his memory should never stop. That being said, not all occasions that his name has been brought into are necessarily positive. So Val Venus had his own incredibly controversial take on Bray Wyatt's passing. Now Ryback is getting into the mix with his own statement on the matter. And actually, I don't know if it's going to mention it in this, but if it does not, Glenola, will you look up Val Venus's take on Bray Wyatt's passing? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So, during a recent live stream, Ryback spoke briefly on Bray Wyatt's passing. He said that the pro wrestling life contributed to his passing, something that needs to be fixed about the business. WWE's constant traveling and how it takes a toll on superstars' bodies is never easy on anyone. Here's a quote. That's why you see guys that die. Bray just died. He fell off and died. It's what happened. It's crazy. How much more does this have to keep happening? That's not normal. If he wasn't in wrestling, he wouldn't have died at 36-year-old. The wrestling life does that. And that's a quote from Ryback. I think somebody, was it Eddie Guerrero, just got eliminated, so we are now down 2-7. I think it was it Farouk? I don't know who it was now. I'm confused. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody is missing. Oh, JBL was eliminated. See, the way Eddie Guerrero was walking at first, and even Farouk there for a moment, I thought they were the ones that were going to be departing the matchup, but wait a minute. Maybe Farouk was eliminated as well. He was. He got his ass kicked before he could leave, though. Wow, that was savage. Absolute savagery. But JBL has been eliminated, as has Farouk. We are now down to 6. Oh, stunner on Archer from the Wolfman. Oh, he eliminated Archer. The Wolfman
Oh, man.
sends Elijah Archer home empty-handed.
That means we're not going to see the Wolfman and Archer fight it out outside the ring for the
No.
entire match.
That would be correct. That is not happening.
Damn it, that was fun.
So Ryback also stated that those guys are going to be dead or something else if this keeps happening. He seemed very opinionated about the subject as he continued on his live stream. Bray Wyatt's passing hit the entire pro wrestling world in a huge way. He will always be missed as the world lost a true creative genius. Our thoughts are still with JoJo Offerman and Bray Wyatt's children to this day as they continue on after his passing. Now, I don't know if Ryback is simply, talking about the fact that perhaps these superstars are on the road too much yearly and should take more time off for family and to heal their minds and bodies. But again, I mean, you can either hack it or you can't. There's always the options of going elsewhere if it's too much for you. And again, it's that many people still living, breathing the business well into their aging years. I don't know. I think it just depends all on how you take care of yourself. And again, Bray Wyatt's condition was a heart condition that he had. For what reasons, they never really explained that part of it. But an existing heart condition.
Val Venus comes in.
An existing heart condition that he had that was progressing, but then COVID made it worse, and then shortly after getting over COVID, he ended up having to use a defibrillator, and of course for a little while, and of course he unfortunately wasn't wearing it, ended up having another heart attack, and passed away at 36 years old. But yeah, so what did Val Venus say?
Okay, this is ringsidenews.com, August 26th. Val Venus shares controversial take after Bray Wyatt's passing. This is written by Felix Upton.
Okay.
Who we've read before.
Oh, yeah. We just finished one, yeah. We like to read his articles.
Bray Wyatt's passing has caused me to speak out in tribute. Val Venus, on the other hand, had his own takeaway from this tragic story. Val Venus heard this report about Bray Wyatt's passing, and he went on an unhinged rant after he read Sean Sapp reveal Wyndham Rotunda's cause of death. As the Fightful reporter noted, on the day that Bray Wyatt's passing broke, Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, got a COVID that exacerbated her heart issue. There was a lot of positive progress towards returning his recovery. Unfortunately, today he suffered a heart attack and passed away. Sean Sapp also made sure to note that I was given permission to reveal the information. Val Venus saw this tweet and he went off. Former WWE superstar posted on Twitter, X, to say,
I fucking hate that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I fucking hate. I'm still calling it Twitter. I don't give a shit what they call it. I'm not calling it X. What is it, a drug? I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
100% completely irresponsible reporting by this loser, Sean Ross Sapp. Horrible reporting, driving multiple comments, quotes, suggesting people get clock shot. Evil. Val Venus included a couple of screenshots with this tweet that had a few.
Sorry, but Jack Quad just eliminated down to the Wolfman, the Soul Man, which is a scary enough combination, and Eddie Guerrero. 3 men left for the Junior Legends Championship here, folks. What a match.
Oh, man. 2 of them who will flat out say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right.
And 2 of them that'll throw each other off of semi-trailers.
And dance all night fucking long. By the way, Joe Mama says, fuck X. Yeah, baby, fuck X. It is Twitter, bitches.
And for those of you that don't know, we talk about it a lot. Wolfman and the Soul Man had a Falls Count Anywhere last man standing match that literally went everywhere. They were in the office, they were in the parking lot. The Wolfman got thrown off of the semi 4 times, kept getting up. It was an hour and 40-some minutes, I think, Archer? Correct me if I'm wrong?
It was long.
But turn around, the ending was Wolfman got power bombed on the cement floor, and the Wolfman started to walk away. And the Wolfman stayed down. I think that if Soul Man had wanted to continue and hadn't walked away, Wolfman would have gotten up.
Soulman with a pinfall. Whoa! The Soulman Jay Simmons pins the Wolfman. It came down to the two of them. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a new and inaugural Junior Legends champion from Team Anime J, formerly known as Team J Negative Gaming. The OG of the Archiverse, the Soulman Jay Simmons, your victor. Congratulations on the Legends Junior Championship victory, Team Anime J. And of course, the Soulman Jay Simmons is a beloved superstar in TWA. So awesome to see. Awesome to see.
J-A-Y, right, Archer?
Anime J, yeah. A, capital A, N-I-M-E, and then J, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure I was doing a shout-out for him.
Joe Mama says, fuck Rybutt, Punk, X, Vince McMahon, and fuck heart attacks. Yeah. Joe Mama's on a roll tonight. Yeah, go ahead.
Val Venus included a couple screenshots of this tweet that had a few controversial takes and supported views. We will not be embedding that post in this article. Post from Val Venus was not all. He also dropped a post later on that said, "I'm only concerned with his reporting. That vaccine is dangerous. To watch a human being push others to get the vax is something I will always stand against." Val Venus did not stop there. His right-wing views are seen as extreme by some, and he has been quite vocal about his anti-vaccine views. Also got him in trouble on social media as his account has been suspended in the past. So basically he blames the vaccine, which I don't care where anybody falls on that. I do have questions. I received the first round of shots, but
the new jackpot.
I only got the first two.
There wasn't a lot of testing. They didn't have time to really test it. We don't know the long-term effect.
It was either try or don't. Yeah.
So
it wasn't
there was legitimate questioning.
I don't see. Here's the thing, and they got to stop calling it a vaccination. I'm sorry, but vaccinations, they annihilate things like tuberculosis, like chickenpox, like the bubonic plague, all kinds of things. There's actual vaccines for it. Polio, like I can keep naming them, but the point is that vaccinations get rid of said viruses and problems. This is a booster to try and boost your immune system to try and better fight against. It's like a flu shot. It's not an actual vaccine. Stop calling it a vaccine. It is not a vaccine.
Yeah.
But also stop trying to get people to put things in their body they don't want to. That's their. I mean, if somebody took a needle and decided to poke somebody with a booster, anyways, what are they gonna celebrate that as the government, or are they gonna charge that fellow and put him in jail for injecting something in somebody's body they didn't want there? Because basically the people that don't want it and they're being, like, for instance, nurses, firemen, police officers, our frontline workers, we're all forced either, if you want your job, you're going to take this booster. And all of them. You're going to turn them some bitches sideways and stick them straight up your candy asses. And that's all they had to say about it. They didn't give them a choice. It was, sorry, you got to do it. Because in their eyes it was a proven thing that worked. But did it? Because COVID is still everywhere. Hell, they're talking now about a third wave. Which I think would be more than the third. I thought it would be fourth, wouldn't it? But
my understanding, from what I just heard, even the First Lady has COVID.
Yeah, well, they're talking about potential shutting down of schools even again and stuff like that. There's plans being. I don't know what's going on ultimately, but the only thing we can't do is walk around wearing masks all the time again, because that did absolutely no good except for, first and foremost. Oh, give me 1 second. If you could just hold down the fort for a minute. My daughter's calling me quick, so I'll be just a sec.
Oh, hello, Minishi.
Tell her you said hello.
But yeah, I don't usually get into that stuff, and I have my views on it, and my philosophy on most things: live and let live.
I have enough to buy a championship now.
Awesome. Now, so tonight we got this tournament here. Actually, looks really good. You got Christian Hart versus Mnemonics, which is going to be a great match. Of course, Christian Hart, part of the Hart Foundation. I believe he's the nephew to Bret the Hitman Hart, but we'd have to talk to Archer to verify that. You got Kyle Riley versus Luke the Gooner, or versus the Gooner. Now from Team Luke the Gooner.
You have 9
Another
stocked
awesome.
up.
You have Kyle Riley, of course,
So
part of the
I
Wolf
might as
Pack.
well wait, LOL.
Then you got War versus JC. Yeah. War's the Wolfman's little brother. The dangerous one. Then you got Kenny Omega versus Joe Lincoln.
Whittle.
What more can you say there when you say Joe Lincoln? I mean, the phenomenal Joe Lincoln. Yeah, he's the little brother. But
You mean giant brother, right?
nah, he's the younger brother. He's the baby brother.
I have returned. Sorry about that. Minishi
no problem.
managed to somehow mess up her charger, so she's very upset.
Oh.
So, but I hear you've been running down the quarterfinals, and a hell of a quarterfinals it is. It is an all-streamer team affair, and what a battle this is going to be for the Junior Grand Prix Championship, crowning an inaugural champion. And, where you left off, War versus JC, I'm guessing, is where you are right now.
I went through the whole way.
You went through the whole
Joe
thing. And it's going to
Lincoln.
be, I mean, and these guys have all been Grand Prix champions at one time or another, all of them. So, I mean, it is going to be epic.
Christian is Brett's nephew, right?
Christian is Brett's great-nephew, I believe.
Great-nephew, okay.
Now that I said that, I don't know if the Gooner's ever actually been Grand Prix champion. But he's most certainly deserving of a shot at. He's been pure, yeah.
Come on, cooperate
Yo,
with
Archer.
me.
I bought a white
You trying to find?
LOL.
There we.
What are you trying to find?
It was my my keyboard wasn't cooperating.
Oh, gotcha. All right, but anyways, championship ops already been dropped. I'll read those later. Tournament betting lines 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the entire quarterfinals are being opened up for betting lines. So I'll go ahead and initiate the first betting line for the night, and that'll of course be whether or not you think the Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool or Mnemonics, representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Techno, are going to win this matchup and move on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament. So give me a moment while I open the betting lines. Just take me a second. Actually, it'll take much longer than a second, but here we go. So who moves on to the semifinals?
5.
Is it going to be Christian Hart, representing the Hart Foundation and Team Christian Cool, or Mnemonics from Team Techno, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction? 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Time to turn and burn. First match of the night for the quarterfinals of this Gold Rush tournament for the Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. The Iceman Christian Hart versus Mnemonics. Let's go. It is Falls Count Anywhere.
Quarterfinals and semifinals are open.
Perfection.
I came just in time.
And hello, Christian Cool.
Christian Cool. What's going on, Christian Cool? What are you doing, buddy? Welcome into episode number 510, Gold Rush Tournament for the Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. You're at work? You're twerking? That is fucking awesome. He's pulling a Joe Link. Pulling a Joe Link is Christian Cool, but we appreciate that, Christian Cool, very much. So glad you're here. But what's new and exciting, buddy? Just came in time. You did the start of the Gold Rush Tournament, and of course, first match of the night, the Iceman Christian Hart versus Mnemonics. Don't compare me to that slime, he says. Good Lord. But who do you think wins this match, ultimately? Who moves on to the semis? The Iceman or Mnemonics? It's Falls Count Anywhere. I know a lot of crazy things have been going on lately, but I mean, I'm obviously going for the Iceman here. I love Mnemonics, but The Iceman is an OG superstar that has never shied away from a fight, whether it be submission match, Hell in a Cell, Last Man Standing, Iron Man, doesn't matter. When he's a champion, he's a fighting champion, and of course, Team Christian Cool has been a pillar of the community since almost since inception, much like yourself. So I got to go with the Iceman, of course. That foul uncouth vermin, he says.
Well, having watched him so long in the ring, and the matches he's had with the Wolfman in particular, I too have to choose the Wolf.
Oh, you almost called him the Wolfman. Oh.
Well, one of Wolfman's favorite adversaries.
So Christian Cool does not want to be compared to Team Joe Link, just for the record here.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to be...
I mean, shots have always... No, well, I guess not. I mean, anytime Christian Cool's around, he's usually firing shots at somebody. Lately, it's been the Joe Link when he's been around. I'm surprised we haven't had a rivalry between the Iceman and the Phenom. I'll be honest, we have not had that yet. Which, by the way, could be a fantastic rivalry.
We need a great match, though, between Christian Hart and the Soul Man. I mean, that's just... those were awesome matches. And we know how much Christian Cool loves it when Christian Hart goes against the Soul Man.
Fair. That is fair. But, I mean, the Iceman has also been a formidable tag team champion. So, I mean, Christian Hart has won many championships in his tenure with TWA. Whether it be with the now defunct WCW, whether it be YTD World War III or TWA. So, I don't know. But Pneumatics has been, you know, since he inked a contract, I mean, his career has been very illustrious. He's won championships, Grand Prix championships. He's won tag team championships with Mitchell Vaughn. So, I mean, he's been doing very well for himself. Very well for himself. So, but the one thing I would have to fact check this, but I'm almost 100% positive that we got a first-time match here.
It's quite possible.
Mad Chatty! Holy hell, Mad Chatty's in the house.
Chatty.
What's going on, Chatty? Let's go, Mad Chatty says. You bet your ass. What's new and exciting, Mad Chatty? What's going on in Chattyville? Anything new and exciting? Are you in college yet? Are you married? Did you graduate college? Are you going to university? Did you buy a winning lottery ticket? Buy a new car? Tell us something interesting, please. Do not tell us anything boring, and do not say a blind dog or I will ban you. I mean, I like to ban you anyways. You know I do. Do not fucking give me a reason to ban your ass. And by the way, where's Sir Jack the Greatest? Sir Jack the Greatest trying to stir the pot before we even got started today. On Discord, I must keep my eyes on Sir Jack because I should have already banned his ass for the night.
That's awesome, Mad Chatty. But, you know, this is a historic night. Archer's waiting for a reason to ban Mad Chatty.
I'm waiting for... Why? I mean, I could just ban him for the sake of banning him, but at this point, he'd be upset with you, Glenola, for putting that thought process in my head, to be fair. Pneumatics will be dusting off his subscription of Hooked on Phonics once Hart slaps the taste out of his mouth and makes him stutter.
Now,
oh my.
I will say, I do see a way for Pneumatics to win this match.
Oh, is Chase Coleman going to make a return? There's another former champion.
Oh, sweet.
Actually, I believe if you check the former champion section, he is listed as a champion. I can't remember which title he held now.
I don't either. But no, if Pneumatics could slap on a hammer lock, we may get an upset.
That's true. That is true. I'm going to make a joke, and we'll tell the story afterwards, but I mean, we do know an individual that once choked, if you will, to a hammerlock. And quickly, by the way. That thing was locked on, and he tapped immediately. Just tap, 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 tap. No more for me. I am out. But, I mean, let's be honest, though. If you value your limbs and tendons, I mean, you're going to tap anyway. Somebody like the Wolfman Alan Severn is a submission specialist. So.
Which is so funny because nobody ever thought of him for
I know, he snuck in with that. He snuck in with that shit. Oh, man, did he sneak in with that. All of a sudden calling for submission matches and winning. Has won championships, defended championships with submissions. Crazy. But the Iceman Christian Hart, by the way, also a submission specialist, much like his great uncle Brett, and has won many, many matches with sharpshooters, crossface chicken wings, you name it.
Yeah, I can only think of one opponent he has not submitted. And that is the Wolfman.
The Wolfman. No, Christian Hart has never submitted the Wolfman. That is true.
He's won by pin, he's won by knockout, but he's never submitted.
By the way, Christian Cool, I know you watch the VODs. Did you see that earlier today Mr. Perfect retained his title again? That guy is becoming a serious problem in the Legends division, I gotta tell you. And it's not his first, that's not his first time holding the title either, for that matter, but this time particularly, he is on a roll. To be fair, Hart's brittle bone disease flared up that night. He was still advised to work the match. Oh, we got excuses from Team Christian Cool while he tapped to a hammerlock. Wow.
I actually don't give him credit because we've discussed this many times, Archer and I, and both of us agree. It would not have mattered what hold was put on who. The next submission was going to win it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was like an hour and 12 minutes or something like that.
It was something like that. It was long. It was one of the longer matches in history, that's for sure.
And it was brutal. They were beating the hell out of each other.
Oh, wow. Cool hasn't watched the VOD yet. How dare you, sir? You're always caught up. What do you mean you haven't watched it? Oh, you're at work, though, to be fair. How dare you work? Quit your job. Lots of people are doing it.
Yeah, I can defend the hammerlock. I still can't figure out how to defend the 30-second elimination.
The 30 in 30. That was funny. That was funny. No, he didn't live that one down for a while. Well, no, not really, apparently. Blame AEW and its congestion of major shows. Cool, how dare you refer to either of them as a major show, first and foremost. But yeah, I know what you mean, though.
This outside. This could be good.
Well, I guess ROH in comparison might be considered a major show if they book it. I mean, when was the last time we saw an ROH show? We keep seeing championship matches and pay-per-views, but I haven't seen a good ROH show in a while. If they're even capable of such things anymore. But the last I checked, they were booking ROH better than Dynamite, so... And then they proceeded to create Collision and made that better than Dynamite. Now the person that helped create that show and push for that show is now Gonski. Eliminated, terminated, fired, future endeavored, pink slipped, however you want to say it. He is sent home packing. Sent home empty-handed. Actually, he's not empty-handed. He retains his real world championship. Wouldn't it be funny if he showed up in Impact or WWE with that belt? Oh my God. That would get over with the fans huge because we all know Vince historically got pissed at Alundra Blaze and was afraid Bret Hart would do it. When Alundra Blaze showed up in WCW on Nitro and put the fucking Women's World Championship in the garbage can. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all, the winner of the match. And moving on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament, the Iceman, Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool. Congratulations, Christian Cool, and congratulations to the Iceman. Who's laughing? Who did that shit? Froggy, are you here? That was ignorant. But anyways, kind of funny though. But anyways, you'll also be glad to know, Christian Cool, as a matter of fact, I'll just pull it up this way.
TWA.
If you look at the tag team, the World Tag Team Champions, Christian Cool, tell me what you see.
Perfect Team Tour World Television Champion.
The Fart Foundation.
World Tag Team Champion.
Your great Uncle Brett and Jim the Anvil Neidhart were rocking it while you were busy with a destined date at the time. Did not complete your agenda that night. But, however, the Hart Foundation did and became the new reigning defending World Tag Team Champions. And now we have Christian Hart moving on to the semifinals to see if he can't be crowned the inaugural Junior Grand Prix champion. Could you imagine? That'd be awesome. 3 titles in the Hart Foundation. When was the last time we saw that? Many moons ago. Many moons ago. It's the bat phone. Is it Alfred? Tell Alfred I said hi. I would really appreciate that. And I would like a chicken salad Sammy, too, by the way.
Chase might make
With a nice iced tea. Maybe a lemon twist. Or lemon and lime. Maybe a little coleslaw on the side. Assortment of little veggies, maybe. Carrots and cucumbers. I don't know. Just have them make that all up for me. I'd be grateful. Matt Jetty says Chase might make a return. That would be fantastic. We would love to see Chase Coleman back in action. Christian Cool said, all right, fading back into the background, work picking up. Damn, man. What have you been doing? Taking steroids? You're actually lifting the entire building? That is crazy shit. You need to be adding that into your editorials while you're writing for the newspaper tonight. What the hell, man? You've definitely been eating your fucking Wheaties, lifting up a building. That's nuts. But anyways, all right, so I'll issue the payout for that. Give me a second while I do that. All right, so the winner of the match and moving on to the semifinal is the Iceman Christian Hart. And it was only 309 Archer vs. Bucks on the line, but it is being distributed. And we'll get the betting line ready for the next match of the night. Let's go. Second match in the quarterfinals.
Of course the predictor predicts right.
And here we go. Second match in the quarterfinals. It is Psychosis, Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great, taking on the Gooner, Luke Ballmer from Team Luke the Gooner 94. And, of course, the winner of this matchup will move on to the semifinals to face the Iceman Christian Hart in the first round of 2 of the semifinals. Let me get the betting line open so you guys can make your bets if you wish. All right, so who moves on? Who moves on? Oops, I'm spelling shit wrong. Who moves on to face the Iceman? Is it going to be Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great or the Gooner Luke Ballmer from Team Luke the Gooner 94? As usual, 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are officially open. And with that said, it is time to turn and burn and get the show back on the go. Psychosis Kyle Riley versus Luke the Gooner. Let's go. An all-streamer team affair tonight, and so far so good. First match was absolutely epic. The Iceman Christian Hart picking up the W over Mnemonics. Now it is time for Kyle Riley versus the Gooner. All right. And we're going to jump back into the dirt sheets here in just a moment, but my wife did message me, so while these guys are making their way to the ring, I'm going to take just a moment and see what the missus had to say. I must return that. I don't like to die in my sleep for any reason, and the fringe benefits of having her as a wife are absolutely fantastic, and I don't want to, cause any ruffles there to ever make that go away. But anyways, I will be right back. I'm sure Glenola will be too, and then, of course, we'll dive back into the dirt sheets. Give me a moment.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Wolfpack from the 5th dimension, weighing in at 215 pounds, Psychosis Kyle Riley.
Matches like these, with talent of this caliber, this is why sports entertainment is an art form.
I have returned. Sorry about that. Turns out the wifey entered into a 50-50 draw and ended up winning. So I just had to tell her congratulations. They are awesome, of course. We already talked about that. Chase by make a return. We knew that. Fading. Of course, the predictor predicts right. Matt Jaddy, did you bet on the last one and get it right? I'm not surprised. We talk about you all the time for that reason alone. So anybody that remembers our conversations concerning the individual that would 99% of the time be accurate with who they choose to win a match, it is Matt Chatty, the winningest better in Archerverse history. It was absolutely crazy how many times he would win a betting line, to the point where I'm telling you, at that time, your ass should be messaging Matt Chatty for winning lottery numbers. Have him pick your numbers. The man is good. But, so yeah, it's good to have you back, Matt Chatty. Glad you're here. Now, are you going to be diving back into your own universe at some point, Matt Chatty? Is that something that might happen, come to fruition in the future? Because I know you used to run a universe of your own here and there when you had the time, when you weren't busy with school. School comes first and foremost. Way to go, Mrs. Archer. I will tell her you said that. I will tell her you said that. Welcome back, Lanola.
Thank you. I'll just be back on mic for a minute. I'm eating some chocolate pudding with Cool Whip. So.
Ooh, nice. Without the Cool Whip, though, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, if it's like actual real Cool Whip, not bad, but and it has to be a certain brand too, because a lot of like whipped cream does not taste good, in my opinion. A lot of it just tastes foul.
Well, this is brand name Cool Whip.
Oh, okay, so that's the good stuff. Okay. That stuff I can handle. Well, they do a better job than making that than a lot of the other competitors do. I'm sorry, like a lot of whipped cream tastes very bad. And that's why I don't like it. But yeah, or if you make homemade whipped cream, that's cool too, right? But how many people have the time for that anymore? So is your now is the stuff you bought out of the tub or spray can?
The tub.
That's the way to do it too, because again, the spray can changes the taste.
I like spray can.
Stuff. Well, I mean, do you like spray cheese?
Yes.
Do you? Okay. I was going to ask, but then I decided to ask, so there's that. Probably not. Can't run one as good as you. Well, you don't have to run one. What do you mean it can't run one as good as me? And first and foremost, it's not me, it is us. But I think you would do just I mean, you just have to make sure you're interactive. That's all, Matt Chatty. And the best thing is to, in my opinion, when you're running a promotion, you know, make sure the gods aren't intervening in the matches, unless you have some sort of redemption set up where people could have that happen. We used to have that. We got rid of it though, just because we had a very good track record for people having a good time and not having any issues with the way matches were booked and run. So we didn't want to add in any human factor. Anymore. So I got rid of it. I forget what it was called, but it was if your wrestler was in a slump or.
And he'll leave the ring for this next
yeah, go ahead.
If you were having a really, really bad time, the gods would step in and
help you out or try.
Yeah.
That didn't always help, by the way. That did not always help. Believe me, that didn't always help. But, anyways, yeah. But I mean, you just have to, take your passion for pro wrestling and just apply it and create your own content. It doesn't matter if it takes you a couple months to set it up. Set it up the way you want it. People love customization. They want fresh. They want exciting. They want good matches. They want good community, and that's all that matters. I mean, the Archerverse TV is here because of the community, not necessarily always just because of what's produced for them. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't think that way. I would think that you could run just as good of a promotion if you wished. I mean, look at Joe Link. Look at Infinite Oni. Look at Honeybee Wrestling. You know? Just to name a few who run fantastic promotions. Dogface has one of the best shows you'll find on Twitch during the daytime especially. Fantastic community. Many of them are intertwined with the Archerverse community. They were the OG invaders of the Archerverse, as a matter of fact. They were the OG invaders of the Archerverse. Very first promotion to invade. And not just invade, they whooped the hell out of TWA Superstars at that time and started winning championships, and they formed a huge faction. Absolutely crazy. But, so shout out to Dogface. Can we get a shout out for Team Dogface, please? I'd appreciate that. Dogface is such a great human being. I love Dogface. I love going into his chat and fucking with him. Sometimes I'll say things randomly that don't make any sense just to fuck with his mind too as well. But Dogface is an amazing human being. I love his community. I love his show. I have a great time every single time I'm there. Usually the mods shout out the Archerverse TV channel for us before Dogface even has to ever say anything. But that's one thing. Once he knows I'm there, he does automatically want to shout out. And I appreciate it. That's never necessary all the time, but I certainly appreciate it. And Dogface, his promotion, the Doghouse, DWA, absolutely amazing. And a good time. Dogface, D-O-G-G-F-A-Y-C-E.
D-O-G-G-F-A-Y-C-E?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew there was, it was a weird spelling. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, so if you're not already following Dogface, you're missing out. Please do so. Amazing show, amazing people. The community is always a good time to hang out with. They too have a lotto over there. You can become a different wrestler every show. Hell, that's where I got the idea from. And I actually, respectively, asked Dogface if I could not only do that on my channel when I decided to do it, but I asked if I could borrow his script for it, and he very generously and humbly gave that to me. So I am grateful for Dogface. And, of course, same with he calls his wrestler, ours is Superstar. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winner of the match. And moving on to the semi-finals to face the Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool. From Team Luke the Gooner 94, it is the Gooner. Luke Ballmer picking up the big W and moving on in this Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship Tournament. Wow. Big victory over Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great. Again, congratulations to Team Luke the Gooner. And Matt Chatty, who did you call on that one? I haven't even looked at the betting lines yet. Did you get that one right as well? What about you, Glenn? Who are you going for there?
I actually went for Kyle Riley.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people might go for Kyle Riley, but... Oh, you didn't bet on that one? Okay.
Yeah, because one person put 10 on Luke the Gooner, and there was 3.6K basically on Kyle Riley. So...
Somebody's getting a payout.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting a payout. Not going to do that right now, by the way. Before, you know me, we'll start talking and I'll forget. We'll be into the next match with no betting line. Da-da-da-da. We know how that story plays out. So, the Gooner was the victor. 3,589 Archerverse bucks being distributed. And there you go. It should tell you, if you look at the top of your screen there, underneath the chat, who... And it looks like Variants of Strife is in the house, sneaking in, placing bets. Congratulations, Strife, on 3.5K in Archerverse bucks going in your wallet, sir. Wow, I didn't even know Strife was here. I'm looking back. Did we miss him somehow? He snuck in. He was lurking like a demon in the shadows. Yeah, no, I don't see him anywhere. The demon, known as Variants of Strife, is here. Matt Chatty says, because we also talk about a contract for Chase. Well, of course we can. I mean, you know where Ink a Contract is. You just got to go put in your information. Put in your hashtag. That way we can go talk to your management team and get him into a contract and back into a career, which was an illustrious one, by the way. People love to hate Chase Coleman back in the day, I remember. Variants of Stripe says, been here. Yeah, we didn't know that, though, sir. You were lurking in the shadows like a demon in the night. But congratulations. 3.5 thousand Archerverse bucks now smack dab in the middle of your wallet, sir. Yeah. So anyways, now I'll open the betting lines and get them ready for the third match of the quarterfinals. But now, so would you consider this an upset or just what's your thoughts process here on the Gooner versus Kyle O'Reilly? Because I know Kyle O'Reilly was recently just Grand Prix champion,
Wrong one.
etc.
The Demon is the loud one.
Well, actually, he was world champion, I believe, because I believe Cletus took the title from
Chase
him.
was the greatest U.S. champion.
Well, I just think it was a bad night.
Bad night for Kyle O'Reilly. I wouldn't say it's an upset. It is the Gooner Luke Ballmer. And although he's never been world champion, he's still a force to reckon with. He's part of the coalition. And that guy is...
We don't hold that against him.
We won't hold that against him. How dare you, sir? How dare you say something like that against the coalition?
Completely taught him how to choke yet.
Archer hasn't completely taught him how to choke yet, yeah. JC's helping him out in that department. Trying to keep him away from Archer and the booze. Although, to be fair, Archer's been doing quite well lately. I almost think maybe he's cut back on the amount he's been consuming as far as alcohol goes. It would seem as such, anyways. Hard to believe, but could be. You never know. I don't know. That or he's just hungry as hell, because he's been doing pretty good. Although he lost the other night. Got his ass whooped. But anyway. Okay, so moving on to the third match in the quarterfinals, ladies and gents. It is from Team Glenola. It is the Wolfman Alan Severn's little baby brother. Yes, you did hear that correctly. This giant behemoth mammoth of a man is Severn's little baby brother. It's so weird because the Wolfman, so he must have got the genetics from the other side of the family, and War got, that, or he was fed steroids instead of formula when he was an infant.
No, I'm not saying the rest of the family is short. They're probably around 5'9" or so, but War, for whatever reason, just grew. He was 6 foot when he was 12 years old.
6 foot when he was 12 years old. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Actually dropped out of high school after being kicked off the football team for injuring too many people.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was probably tackling his own teammates and the opposing team's teammates. You can't be having that kind of thing.
Actually it wasn't. He only injured 2, but they were worried he was going to injure people. Is mainly what it was. He wasn't actively trying to injure people. Usually.
All right, so while we're going on our conversation here, I did open the betting line, so you have 5 minutes to make your bets. Who is walking into the semifinals? Is it going to be War the Machine from Team Glenola? We haven't seen him in action since the 2-on-1 handicap match against Escanor the other day with his big brother, the Wolfman Alan Severn. What a matchup that was, by the way. And another congratulations to Escanor. What a battle he went through with the Wolfpack Horsemen. I'm sure he impressed the Horsemen. Almost beat the Horsemen a couple of times, I'll be honest. We thought that the Wolfpack Horsemen were actually going to lose that match at one point, maybe twice during that match, at least. But, as always, the Horsemen pulled together, and, they came out on top and sent Escanor home after his debut match with the Big L. That said, he had a great matchup today and was victorious, looked fantastic in the ring against Joe Gacy. But that said, tonight, War is facing JC from Team Sir Jack the Greatest. So, the question is, who wins the match? Who moves on to the semifinals? War the Machine or JC? What do you guys think?
I'm going with War.
You're going with War? Variance of Strife said wrong one. The Demon is the loud. Oh, the Demon's the loud one. Sorry about that. Chase was the greatest U.S. champion back in the day. He was, actually. That is not wrong. He held that U.S. title for quite some time. I remember everybody being surprised because Chase Coleman was a lot like Archer back then, where he could win a championship and he would lose it just as fast as he won it. But the U.S. title, for some reason, he liked that U.S. title. He held that for quite a spell. That might have been the championship I was thinking of, actually. To be fair. But anyway, so far, 5,020 Archer vs. Bucks on the line. Make sure you get your bets in. You still have 3 minutes to get your bets in on who you think's winning, War the Machine or JC. That said, we are going to get some more discussions underway, but it is time to get things rock and rolling. Showtime and go time. War the Machine versus JC. One of these men moving on to the semifinals. Let's go. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess if I'm forced to bet, I got to go with JC. He is part of the coalition. But War the Machine is a monstrous man and has left devastation in the ring many of times. So, really, think long and hard before you place a bet. But that said, put your Archerverse bucks where your mouth are. Don't be a wussy. Place a bet on the match. Don't be like Sir Jack the Greatest, who, by the way, bailed on Glenola and I again tonight. Shows up for the pre-show, all happy and excited. And then we go live, and poof, it's like Houdini. The man disappears. Fades back into the shadows with variants of strife, apparently. So, but anyways, so Matt Chatty, did you stop by the Inca contract section and get things underway for Chase Coleman? That is a question that we must know. We all want to know. Are we gonna try and make that come to fruition? Look at the size of that man. Like, what do they feed him?
Oh, he don't eat that much.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got a very light
beef a day.
appetite. A side of beef a day. Yeah, that's nothing much. No big deal.
Yeah.
Just eats a quarter
Maybe
of a cow
hog or
every day.
two.
That is insane. That is purely, unequivocally insane. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what's missing from this show so far? I gotta tell you. I think
Probably.
it's that right there. That's been missing from the show. Because we're pushing 2 hours right now. The great Glenola, leader of the Glenalians, as disgusting as those vile little creatures are, we have not heard a Glenola Johnny joke yet.
Okay. I know, so I can think of something else that's been missing tonight.
There's been nothing else missing tonight. The Johnny joke, that is what's been missing. That's been the problem of the evening. I mean, in my opinion, of course. I don't speak for everybody, but I think that's what's been missing from the evening. We need to have the great Glenola tell us a Johnny joke. A good one. A funny one. Can it be done? We shall see. But anyways, you guys in the chat, War the Machine or JC? Tell me.
I love this guy.
Talk to me. Matt Chatty, what do you think?
And his opponent, representing the coalition.
Actually, Matt Chatty still hasn't answered the last question, so God damn it, Chatty. Stop being tardy with your answers. We will call you Joe Link.
Before the fall, then brace for one heck of a big fall in this match. Oh, well, aren't you
We will
clever,
call you
Saxton?
Joe Link.
It isn't
Not
about
even
pride
joking.
for this athlete. It's about believing
Or at least one
in
of us will.
yourself
I will for
and
sure.
keeping firm to that belief.
Sorry, what are you looking for again, Glenola? I forgot what's going on here.
Johnny joke.
Oh yeah, Johnny joke. Good Lord. We've had so much discussions going on. For some reason, we literally just discussed that, and I had forgotten.
A very high pressure situation.
And then, of
this guy,
course,
but he's more than ready for it.
We'll get back to the dirt sheets just a little bit. Now, I do have another article, depending on how long it takes Glenola to find his... Oh, you found one, okay.
He was bitten by a wild
I have it,
think
but
there's-
before you start, I do have an excellent article that I think you'll be very pleased with. And it is, of course, ringsidenews.com, Subberjeet Mukherjee, and we'll read it next. Eric Bischoff questions if CM Punk is needed in WWE and worth the risk. So we're going to get to that. But anyways, I knew you would like that. It is Johnny joke time, though. Let's go!
On a particular day in religion class, teacher wanted to ask the class what part of the body went to heaven first. One little girl raised her hand and said, "I think your mind goes to heaven first because you have to have a mind in order to believe in God." Teacher praises the little girl. Yeah, very good. The little boy raises his hand and says, "I think your heart goes to heaven God is all about love. That's a very good point, said the teacher. Teacher looked up and saw Johnny's hand up. Oh no, I'm not going to like this. Johnny, what part of the body do you think goes to heaven first? Johnny thinks for a moment and says, your feet. He trusts him. Why you thought your feet go to heaven first? He thought, well, I was walking past my parents' bedroom last night, and my mom had her feet up in the air and said, oh God, I'm coming!
Oh my God! That is awesome. That's the best Johnny joke in a long time. Good Lord. Johnny joke fulfilled. That was awesome. That's one of your better ones. I like that one. I think you might have told that one once before, but it does not get old. It does not get old. So anyways, I did think you would enjoy this article, and I thought you'd be, you know,
I can't wait what Eric Bischoff has
probably
to say.
Opinionated about it. So we'll give you time for that, of course. But again, for those that weren't listening a few moments ago, it's by ringsidenews.com, and it's by Subberjeet Mukherjee. We've read many of his articles. And it is Eric Bischoff questions if CM Punk is needed in WWE and worth the risk. So here we go. Let's see what he has to say. So CM Punk has never failed to burn bridges with many companies he has worked with. As controversy always... Oh my God, that was fast. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semi-finals of this Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship Tournament. From Team Glenola, representing the Wolfpack Horsemen, it is War the Machine. Wow. And this is the guy that I believe... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Glenola, but I believe this is the guy that Escanor has his eyes set on. Or is he talking about a battle... Now, is he talking about fighting Severn one-on-one too? I mean, I did see a comment. Remember seeing a comment about War of the Machine? So he would like to battle against both members of the Wolfpack Horsemen, eh? I mean, that's great. You know,
brothers, yeah.
So far what I like about Team Escanor is, first of all, they came in and they didn't want to be handed any competition. He wanted to immediately start facing the best. So Team Glenola offers, hey, well, listen, you want to face the best? Let's have the Wolfpack Horsemen. We're going to choose the brothers. Almost the equivalent of the Brothers of Destruction for the Wolfpack Horsemen, the Wolfman Alan Severn and War the Machine teaming up, 2-on-1 handicap against the debuting Escanor. By the way, though, again, and if you haven't seen the match, you definitely want to check that out on YTD Dark. But what an amazing matchup. Escanor did amazing. An awesome job against both the Wolfman and War the Machine. Even almost won that. We've said it before, but he almost won that match a couple of times. So, and he accepted that. He accepted the fight, didn't even hesitate. Now he wants to battle against War the Machine for sure. Now it's confirmation from Alan Severn's management team, Team Glenola, that he not only wants to face War the Machine, he would like to face Alan Severn in singles competition as well. So that's crazy. A crazy way to start your career, challenging those two. Well, I mean, War the Machine's not a legend in the business yet, but I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he will be.
Now, the Wolfman, of course, plays a lot of things very close to the vest. I mean, he usually keeps pretty private. However, after their match, the first words out of Wolfman's mouth to me were, damn, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, if you weren't impressed, I don't think you watched the matchup, to be honest.
So, he impressed the Wolfman in his debut.
Going to go ahead and issue the payout for that match. So again, the winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals, for anybody that did bet on the matchup, War the Machine, your victor. 5,020 Archerverse bucks are being distributed. And there we go. So I'll get the betting lines ready for the next matchup. And we'll get to that in just a minute, but we're gonna go over this article. The remaining. Yo, Dedrek's in the house. What's going on, Dedrek? Welcome in. Episode number 510, my friend. Actually, the man called Drek was in action earlier today on YTD. He actually cashed in his Legends Championship contract case for the very last time, because the contract cases have now become junior championships. But he did go to battle against Mr. Perfect, and man, it was a fantastic competition and matchup between the two. But Mr. Perfect, unfortunately for Team Dedrick, he came out on top. That man has been on an absolute roll so far since becoming Legends champion again. That is not even the first time he's retained that in recent times. So it's crazy what Mr. Perfect has been doing with that Legends title. I'm not going to tell you it's as grand as what B. Jackson did, as grand as what the Wolfman Alan Severn did, but I mean, give him time. He's on a roll. He is on a roll. So, and sometimes it's not how many, but just who he has beaten, not to mention. So, but anyways, so the next match of the night, the final match in the quarterfinals, will be Kenny Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling taking on the Phenom Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link. And, of course, the winner of the match moves on to the semifinals to face War of the Machine in the second and final semifinal matchup. So far, things are looking like they are going to be a thrill ride in the semifinals, I got to tell you. But before we get to the next match, I do want to finish that article. So let's get to it.
Okay. I've got a fucking swear jar, so.
Excellent. You just failed your own swear jar. So anyways, I'll start it over. CM Punk has never failed to burn bridges with many companies he has worked with, as controversy always follows him every step of the way. He was fired from AEW last week after a lot of drama, and now rumors suggest he wants to return to WWE. It appears that Eric Bischoff believes Punk will get stuffed into a garbage can if he is a bully in WWE. So Ringside News exclusively reported that CM Punk's made desperate attempt to return to WWE when he was part of the WWE Backstage show just a few years ago. Other reports have suggested that he was interested in returning to WWE before his AEW comeback, even as early as earlier this year. Now, while speaking on the 83 Weeks podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff addressed CM Punk possibly going to WWE. Bischoff questioned if WWE is willing to take the risk to bring him back, and also stated that he believes Punk will get stuffed into a garbage can if he tried any sort of bullying in WWE. And actually, I just stated that very same thing earlier today. WWE is an entirely different beast now, and shareholders like never before. The Endeavor Group, of course, being the part owner, and they are now more than a $20 billion company. Punk will not get the chance to fuck around. He will get fucked up and blacklisted if he fucks around this time. If that even comes to fruition, right? Right now it looks like he's most likely going to be showing up in Impact Wrestling. But anyways, his quote is, "It could be good." Look, again, this falls in the category of fantasy booking, but let's just entertain ourselves for a minute. What if WWE, for whatever reason, Paul Levesque decided, you know what, I'm going to bring him in and give it a shot. Historically, WWE's done that type of thing. You just covered it, but also Punk is not going to bully his way around a WWE locker room. He'll find himself stuffed in a garbage can. That won't be tolerated, and he knows that. It's one thing to get physical and call it Jungle Jack Perry. It's quite another thing to try and throw your weight around in a WWE locker room. It's not the same. And I think Punk, I don't know him at all, but Punk would also know that this is like a big opportunity and probably his last shot. So he'd probably go in with a much different attitude than he had in AEW. The question is whether or not they need him, and it's worth the risk to them. Ringside News also exclusively reported that CM Punk wants fans to believe WWE is an option for him. But we're going to have to wait and see what will become of the Second City Saint in the end. But honestly, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of what Eric Bischoff said? What do you think about a potential return to WWE? Do you think it comes to fruition? Do you think it even should become fruition?
Well, since this match hasn't started yet, I'm going to say it's bullshit. For one thing, I don't think Punk is capable of changing.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are starting to think that way. Look at Kevin Nash, for instance.
Yeah, he's just, he had an opportunity with AEW. As much as, I'm not totally impressed with AEW, look at what they did they basically gave him a show. You know?
Agreed. Yeah, I know where you're. Yeah, I agree.
He still can't stay out of trouble. And then when he does screw up, rather than possibly getting suspension, I honestly think he could have gotten away with a short-term suspension. But then, according to reports, you get in the boss's face and lunge at him.
Yeah, see, that was definitely over the line for me. I don't care if he had a personally good relationship with Tony Khan or not. At the end of the day, he's a businessman. He's your boss. You don't do that kind of thing. And good luck ever doing that to, say, Vince or Triple H or Adam Pearce, anybody that works behind the scene. I see that. There's where I agree with. I do agree with Eric Bischoff. If it does come to fruition, I do believe he would come back with a much different attitude because he knows he has to.
I don't think he can.
Listen, you still got people like The Undertaker backstage on a regular basis. You going to start bullying people around with The Undertaker in the back locker room? I don't fucking think so.
I think he'll try.
I don't think he does.
I do not think he is capable of not doing it.
Not liking maybe circumstances, creative, and having an issue with that, maybe. But to do what he did as far as potential bullying with Jack Perry and with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the stuff that went on with that, I don't think that part of it happens, is what I'm saying. Good luck trying to bully The Undertaker. Good luck with that shit.
He may not go with some of these larger guys, or the bigger stars. But these NXT guys, the ones that are just being called up, the younger guys.
Yeah, I
think he'd try it. I think he would.
See, I don't. I disagree. We'll have to agree to disagree on that. I agree with Bischoff on that. I don't think he does. I don't think he's stupid enough to do that again. Throw a fit again and leave because he doesn't like something, that I could see happening again. But as far as trying backstage antics and causing problems and wreaking havoc in the locker room, there's too many people there that would fuck him up. Plain and simple, too many people there that would stuff him into a garbage can or trash can, as Eric Bischoff said. But before we continue the conversation, I am just about to open the bang line. So, ladies and gentlemen, who moves on to face War the Machine in the final matchup in the semifinals in the next round for the Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship? Is it going to be Kenny Omega from Team Honeybee Wrestling, or is it going to be the Phenom, Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link? That is our next match of the night. They are ready to rock and roll. And without further ado, folks, it is showtime and go time.
Joe Lincoln.
Let's go.
And then we're going to have a hell of a match when him and Ward go at it again.
Could you imagine? That'd be great. But I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of Kenny Jackson. He came in, has done exactly what he said he was going to do. He's been a very strong member of Team Honeybee Wrestling. So, and he's been champion. So, I mean, there's that. He's been Grand Prix champion, world champion, Pure Wrestling champion, currently reigning and defending, by the way. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Joe Lincoln, of course, a tag team wrestling champion. So this is actually a champion versus champion matchup here in the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen.
Until here very recently, Joe Lincoln was by far Ward's favorite opponent.
They have fought quite a few times, and man,
he takes Ward to that. He makes Ward go to that next level.
Preach.
Is a championship.
Though I will say that match with Escanor, Ward was happy with that match.
The Megastars from London, England.
I mean, I do not remember a single solitary matchup involving the Phenom Joe Lincoln and War the Machine that wasn't an absolute clinic. An absolute clinic. And by the way, the betting lines are open for this match, so go ahead and put your Archiverse bucks where your mouth are. Don't be a bunch of pussies. Make a bet on the matchups, whether it's 10 Archiverse bucks, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Get your Archiverse bucks out of your wallet and make a bet. It doesn't have to be big. I know everybody's saving up so they can get YTD Championship ops, dark matches, and other such things, but you can always spend 20, 30, 40, 50 Archiverse bucks and try to get a slice of that pie.
And those of us just like 200.
I see your swear jar. How dare you, sir? And now I'm trying to go back. I'm paranoid. I'm going back over my verbiage over the past couple 2 minutes or
What
so.
swear jar?
Yeah, what swear jar? I don't know. The one right there that says Team Glenola redeems swear jar for 2,000 Archerverse bucks. I don't know. Maybe that one.
Oh, but that wasn't on you.
Oh, that was on you. That's right. Okay. Ooh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for the accusation.
Jeez.
Dedrick says, I even made a full promo for War. Dedrick says, fuck him. I can't see CM Punk putting anyone over. With CM Punk, with Jey Uso, the two most hated men in WWE, yada, yada, yada. I mean, I don't know if Jey Uso's hated. I like Jey Uso.
Maybe I should open up another square.
There's a lot of confidence, a lot of pride, but there's also a lot of respect for their opposition tonight.
That's not funny. That is not funny. I don't find that amusing at all, to be fair. But anyways, Dedrick, who do you think wins this match? War of the Machine? Or sorry, not War of the Machine. The Phenom. We're talking about War versus Joe Link. Potentially, that's why I said that. But who's winning this matchup? Is it going to be Kenny Jackson or the Phenom? Dedrick says, I'm going Kenny. I tell you, really, either option is realistic. It's believable. I mean, these guys are, no pun intended, these guys are phenomenal superstars. I'm just excited to see the two in the ring because I got to tell you, I don't. Oh wait, I think Phenomenal Soul faced Golden Bebe, so they would have faced each other in a tag team contest. But in singles competition, I don't remember Joe Lincoln facing either Adam Cole or Kenny Jackson. Do you recall a time that happened, Glenola? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not off the top of my head. And there's one for Archer.
Joe kill Kenny, so I can yell you.
A break time. You know what? That comes at a perfect time. I do have to pee. I was actually thinking the only night so far with a show where nobody's redeemed break time notice at least once or twice, and there it is. But honestly, I think I'm gonna wait until after this match. Maybe you can have an article you want to read to them or something. I don't not an article, but a dirt sheet article you might be able to pull up. Oh, by the way, there was one I was gonna have you pull up, and I know you pulled one up we talked about, but there was something else we were talking about, and I told you to fact check that, but I can't remember what the hell it was now. I just want to see Joe kill Kenny.
Oh my God! He killed Kenny!
I mean, that is possible. That is going to be a lot tougher than it would seem, though. Kenny Jackson's awesome. But anyways,
he knew that was coming.
Yeah, no, I've actually been looking forward to the Phenom versus what is Kenny Jackson? I always call him the Great Kenny Jackson, but is he the Golden One Kenny Jackson? Is he? I don't know.
I really don't know.
I feel like he's the Golden One Kenny Jackson, and I keep referring to him as the Great Kenny Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling. But I mean, for that matter, it's not a lie. He is great. He is great. From a formidable team. Team Honeybee Wrestling has been sensational in the Archerverse community.
This is not gonna be good. Relentless.
Just look at B. Jackson, Grand Slam champion. She's a legend in TWA now.
For a second, I thought he was going for the Lincoln ride.
He changes his damn name more than he changes his outfit, or I change my. Never mind. I mean, I don't think he's changed his name up too much here, but yeah, I know in other promotions he's had a different name here and there, different monikers. So you're not wrong. That's pretty funny. So Dedrick, are you telling us you got no control over your bowels, or because if you have to change your underpants that often, that's a bit of a. Maybe you should buy Depends, sir. Maybe you should buy Depends. That'll save your underwear. To be fair. Oh shit, Kenny Jackson with a chair. And the Phenom taking the brunt of it. Missed that round, though, because Joe Link was getting back to his feet and was able to evade that chair shot, but he got nailed twice. Oh! Oh, my God. Kenny Jackson right now, anyways, all over the Phenom here. Oh, out the back door goes the Phenom. And now it is Kenny Jackson going for a ride. Oh! Wow. That's great. And I think he's setting up. He's setting up Kenny. Kenny's going for the The Lincoln ride. Oh, damn, did he just fucking hit the steps? Did his head bounce off those steps? Did anybody? 2 count only. Spine bounced off the concrete. I'm pretty sure his head might have at least slammed against the side of the steps, and that man kicked out at 2. Holy fuckballs. Holy fuckballs. And Joe Link getting some payback. It ain't a chair, but that kendo stick will leave welts all over your body.
Seizing the momentum here.
He's looking relentless.
Oh, man, watch
I don't know.
Freakish
What?
power.
Oh, that was like a reverse choke slam. Kenny Jackson just ate the concrete. And let me tell you, there's no protein or fiber in that. Well, actually, there are probably fibers. There's no protein in it. No yummy sugars. Not something you want for your afternoon meal. Or evening, or early morning, depending on where you are. Man, Kenny Jackson. Oh, man, he evaded. I thought Joe Lincoln was going to nail him in the face with those steps, but Kenny, pretty sure he jabbed him in the face. Nice retaliation by Kenny Jackson, and look at this. Yo, Kimura lock on Joe Lincoln. Kimura lock on Joe Lincoln. Oh, Joe kicks him out. Kicks him off right into the steps. Or, well, part of the steps anyways. The steps that Joe Lincoln was using.
Look at this. Gotta hurt. The arm might snap here. Submission lock.
Look at this, an inverted Fujiwara armbar. Yeah, he's going right after the limbs of... I mean, he's a huge monster himself. Take the wheels off the bus and it's hard to drive the thing. Oh! Oh my God. Joe Lincoln. Oh, Kenny tapped out. Kenny tapped out. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and moving on to face War the Machine in the final semi-final match of the tournament. From Team Joe Link, the Phenom, Joe Lincoln, your victor, and moving on in this tournament. And Glenola, it looks like you get the matchup you wanted. The Phenom versus the Machine.
Yep.
Man,
and
that
what
is...
I really like is, you know, the damage that Joe Link took in this match. You know,
well, that's the thing. If you go back, really none.
If War puts on the Warlock,
that is true. That is true. I don't know. They've had some incredible battles. So I really look forward to that second matchup in the semifinals. The Machine versus the Phenom. War versus Joe Lincoln. That is fantastic.
Well, I'm going to make my prediction for the final here now.
Dedrick says, "Oh my God, you killed Kenny, you bastard!"
No, I'm going to make the prediction right now.
Okay.
War versus Cool, with War taking the title. Or War versus Hart.
Wow, you're skipping right ahead. You, sir, are skipping right ahead. Okay,
well,
so
I just... made my prediction for the rest of the... because Hart will have to win his next match. War will have to win his match.
Correct.
And the two of them. So I just, predicted the rest of the tournament.
Wow. Now, that said, to my knowledge, I'd have to go back and look, but no... Oh, wait a minute. We automatically opened the semifinal rounds. Never mind. I was going somewhere I didn't need to.
Oh, we had a... Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the championship rounds now.
Or no, I opened 5 rounds of betting lines.
You opened 5 rounds of betting lines?
Yeah, maybe even 6. I think I opened 6. No, I think about it. Because I was thinking we had another tournament.
No, there's only one tournament. We had the Junior Legends Championship tone setter and then the main tournament. Now, we might have a go-home happy match. Because I got to tell you, I'm not okay with the fact that we have not even one Junior Tag Team Champion in TWA or YTD World War III. So we need to fix that. And I'm thinking, I mean, this tournament's going fairly well, and it's moving along very nicely. And things are not going to get any better or easier for the superstars of TWA or YTD because, as you all know, damage retention a real thing. And other than The Gooners match, I got to tell you, he finished off Kyle O'Reilly fairly quickly. Other than that, War the Machine too. I mean, War and the Gooner are probably in better shape than Christian Hart and Joe Lincoln are. Let's put it that way. So expect the unexpected. Sometimes that gives you a boost because you're tired, you're fatigued, but you're still hungry. You still want that victory. You still want to become the inaugural champion. But damn, they got to face the Gooner and they got to face War the Machine. So the Christian Hart versus the Gooner, round number 1 of the semifinals. Team Christian Cool versus Team Luke the Gooner 94. And then, of course, we have War the Machine from Team Glenola facing Team Joe Lynx, the Phenom Joe Lincoln. It is an amazing semifinal. And, you know, this is the first tournament in quite some time where it's been an all-streamer team affair. So that's been really cool, too, I got to tell you. It's been really cool to see the streamer teams go to battle here tonight. And Pneumonics put up a tremendous fight against the Iceman Christian Hart. That was a great battle. Kyle O'Reilly and the Gooner. Well, the Gooner did open a can of whoop-ass on Kyle O'Reilly. I wasn't quite expecting that. And then the War of the Machine handed JC a very quick defeat. But Kenny versus Joe Lincoln was phenomenal, no pun intended. And so, if the Gooner and War of the Machine can't utilize their... their gas tank is going to be much fuller at this point, I think, than Hart and Lincoln. But let's see what Hart and Lincoln can do. I don't know. But so I'm going to open the betting line. I think I have to issue the payout, too, actually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. But I will open
my money.
You want your money. All right, here we go. So the victor of the match, the Phenom Joe Lincoln, 7,378 Archer bucks. Holy Jesus! Are your fucking Glenalians around getting into my head? Contain those little bastards. But anyways,
come in peace. They are friends.
They are not friends. They are vile little creatures. Bastards, if you will, much like the traitor's treacherous owner. 7,378 Archerverse bucks are being distributed for this betting line. And that has been done. So now I'll get the next betting line ready to rock and roll. And here we go. Who moves on, or moves? We can do moves. Who moves on to the championship final? Is it going to be the Iceman Christian Hart? Mr. Christian. Who was it that called him that? Do you remember? Was that Uzi? I forget who the hell.
That I don't remember.
I don't remember either. It does sound like something fucking Uzi would say, though. Or is it going to be the Gooner, Luke Bomber, from Team Luke the Gooner 94? As always,
I know those Santa Cool Laws.
The mayor of Coolverse.
Yeah.
Captain of the Cool Kids.
Oh, Captain of the Cool. Wasn't there
Leader
also,
of the Coolverse.
There was something about the Cool Wave.
Oh, yeah. I forget what we said about that, but the Cool Wave was awesome. I missed the Cool Wave. The only thing we don't miss is him sawing logs while we're in the middle of a show. We don't.
I gotta miss that too.
We should have clipped more, because there was times we did clip them, but there were other times that it was a far more entertaining log sawing affair, if you will, and we should have clipped those, because they would have been far more embarrassing for Team Christian Cool. Do you remember the one night? The one night, like, it was a pretty villainous night. We were loud as fuck, I remember, because people in the arena even looked at the broadcast booth and said, what the fuck is going on up there? But he was snoring so loud, it was hard to talk in elevator voices above him. And I remember specifically, he had a very long day at work. He called in early, worked until almost, I think it was close to 1 in the morning at the newspaper. And, but fuck, did we ever rib him. Especially Glenola, that was the night Glenola. One of the night, because they used to go back and forth like a married couple. It was great. They have great chemistry together.
I think that was the night of I think that was the second night of, Cool and I really going at each other.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to bet on War when I just seen Joe kill Kenny. I have to go Joe all the way at this point. Ooh. I mean, Dedrick says Joe's going to whoop War's ass. What do you think about that? What do you have to say about that?
Well, He's gonna have to work for it, and
he's certainly going to try.
I won't take it away from him because he has won in the past.
Betting lines were open, by the way. You can make your bets if you choose to, or you don't have to, of course. But that opportunity is at your fingertips. But anyways, yeah. Dedrick says, fuck that. Joe killed Kenny. He's going to snuff out War of the Machine. He is going to make it so that the machine is inoperable.
Yeah. Who knows? You know.
I mean, it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
It could happen. It's a possibility.
Yeah. So, like I said, he's one of Ward's favorite opponents.
He is one of Ward's favorite opponents, and they had a fantastic rivalry. I would love to. I would hope, at very least, this might, if we're lucky, trigger a resurgence in their rivalry, because, man, they had some great matches. Great matches.
And that was, it kind of ended due to the decision to temporarily shut down Wolfpack Championship Wrestling.
1,000 Archerverse bucks in the pool so far, with 2 minutes left to make your bets, guys. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is it's an exciting semifinal. It's been a fantastic tournament. The tone-setting match, the 8-man elimination royale, was absolutely awesome. We've seen an inaugural Junior Legends champion crowned. Unfortunately for them, they've either got to defend that championship as many times as they can, or they're going to be the next in line to step up to the plate against Mr. Perfect, who is batting a perfect 1,000. So it's going to be interesting. Mr. Perfect seems to really, really like the Legends Championship. But here we go. Next match of the evening. The Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool looking to advance to the championship final as he faces Luke the Gooner 94's the Gooner, Luke Bomber. Again, falls count anywhere to move on to the championship final. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, so I got to go with the Gooner here. Again, Gooner's been doing tremendous both with the faction, the tag team, and singles competition. I think he's hungry. The Iceman, I think, is going to come out to this ring in a lot worse shape. I don't know that he's going to have the gas tank that's going to be required because the Gooner can fly. He moves like a train in there, like a freight train. He's got good technical skill. Maybe not as good as the Iceman Christian Hart, but when you've got more stamina than the Iceman Christian Hart, it can also mix it up in the ring. Maybe almost as good as the Iceman. But I think he's got that. He's got more of a, like when it comes to maybe an evil side of them. Whatever that looks like for the Iceman, I don't know. We've never really seen that, but I think that the Gooner can dig down deep and bring out a demon, if you will. Where the Iceman,
think it's going to matter.
You don't think that's going to play a factor at all?
Nope. I do honestly think,
The following
Christian
is a
Hart's going to
championship
stay
tournament
cool
semi-finals
and
match.
rip
Making his
his
way to the
choices
ring, representing the Hart Foundation.
Well,
From
sadly,
Toledo,
I'm sure he would have preferred
weighing
a
in
submission
at
match, but that is not the case for sure. So we know that he's not
the
going to.
Iceman,
Well, I guess we
Christian
can't say he's not going to win by submission, but he can't utilize that as his main weapon of the evening. Well, I guess he can do that too, actually. But
if he wants to dig down deep, there's always his favorite move that he's been hating himself and hasn't used too much lately.
Crazy Eyes for Life
invading the compound with 3 villains. What's going on, guys? Welcome into episode number 510. Welcome to our Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship Gold Rush Tournament. It's been a fantastic night. We saw an inaugural Junior Legends Champion crowned in our tone center of the night. It was an 8-man elimination royale. Now we're having ourselves a Gold Rush Tournament, and this is the first match in the semifinals. It is the Iceman Christian Hart taking on the Gooner, Luke Ballmer from team Luke the Gooner 94. And of course our second matchup in the semifinal round is going to see from Team Glenola, War the Machine, taking on the Phenom Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link. And this has been an all-streamer team affair tonight, so we've had the very best against the very best throughout this entire tournament. Now it comes down to who has more left in their gas tank, who has it in them to move on to the championship final. Now, to be fair, like we said earlier, the Gooner was able to pick up a big W very quickly in his matchup, where the Iceman Christian Hart had a much more difficult time, so to speak, moving on to the semifinals. So, does that come into play? We shall see. But what's everybody doing? Thanks for coming in. What's everybody up to? What's going on in Crazyville? And again, thank you very much for the invasion. We appreciate you very much. How was the rest of your stream? How'd your show go? What was your main event? Tell us. Kickstand 1, welcome in. Thank you for joining the invasion and stopping by. We appreciate you. Enjoy the community and the show. And Kickstand 1 with a follow. Welcome to the Fam Jam officially. We appreciate that follow. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Wolves Den, the Shark Tank, and a whole lot of villainy, by the way, that tends to go on around here. Get ready for a thrill ride, because most of my community is very villainous. They're rabid wolves. They are crazy. Flat out crazy most of the time. A lot of craziness around here. I mean, Crazy Eyes for Life would probably know all about craziness. So if you enjoy craziness, this is definitely the place to be. The most must watch. See, well, I can't even say my own language because I'm sitting here watching Christian Hart. I mean, the Gooner starts things off, and Hart with a retaliation and reversal immediately. And look at this, going right to work. We were just saying the Gooner probably has more left in the gas tank than Christian Hart does. And Christian Hart, right now, opening that can of whoop-ass on the Gooner. But there we go, we got a reversal. And now the Gooner are going to try to turn the tides, but the Iceman right back to battle.
And stopped in their tracks.
Wow. This might turn out to be a far better matchup than we thought.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get to see Christian Hart break out that uppercut of his. Yeah. We'll see if that's something the Gooner can survive.
And by the way, anybody that's here with the invasion, again, thank you for the invasion. Thank you for the follow. If you would also like to follow the Archerverse TV over on YouTube, subscriptions are free. And I'm going to drop the link for you here in just 1 second. And there we go. There's our YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe and follow us over there as well. We do a live show every single week. Tomorrow night will be World War III Live episode 29. And of course our 511th show for TWA as a whole. And then Saturday night, we're right back over here on Twitch with Wrestle Wars Genesis as we continue the road to the next big SPV of 2023. SPV, of course, being a stream per view for those of you that are newer. TWA Revolution right around the corner, and that is going to be a thrill ride, especially with some of the great rivalries we got going on right now, tag team-wise, faction-wise, singles competition. A lot going on. It is going to be crazy, and we continue to add fuel to the fire. But anyways, YouTube, the other place to be for the most must-see show on YouTube and Twitch TV. So we'd appreciate you joining us over there, too. We upload dark matches throughout the week, as well as our live show. So you can enjoy a little bit of YTD World War III Dark when we're not live, and or live here for Wrestle Wars Genesis. Or a tournament. You never do know. Expect the unexpected. Tonight we're having a tournament, again for the Grand Prix, the Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. And to set the tone, we began the night with a fantastic Junior Legends Championship matchup, Elimination Royale. Fantastic contest. And of course we do have an inaugural champion. So a great night so far. Matches, conversations. We've had some interesting articles to talk about, mostly CM Punk, to be fair. A lot going on with CM Punk, right? So much to talk about there.
And does just that.
and other stuff, but really mostly everything is based around CM Punk right now. It's overshadowing a lot of things. It really is.
He's taking this to the floor now.
But anyways, been a great night. Can't complain. Love the matches. Great conversation so far. That's the most important thing. Oh my God, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and moving on to the championship final from Team Christian Cool. The Iceman Christian Hart moving on to the championship final so that he can try to complete his agenda to become the inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Huge win over Team Luke the Gooner 94 and the Gooner Luke Bomber. Congratulations to Christian Hart and Team Christian Cool. And Glenola, you're like one step closer again to getting the match you want. You wanted the semifinal match, you got it. Will you get the championship final you're looking for? On Christian Hart bleeding all over the place there. Bleeding all over the place. All right, so I'll go ahead and issue the payout. First of all, Kickstand wants the Archivers, who is your champ? What's his story? Well, I mean, our champion is Cletus from Joe Mama, and his story is he came into TWA, actually lost the first matchup of his career, and then never looked back. He's been an absolute powerhouse, but he's a powerhouse that can mix it up in the ring. I mean, he's a bit of an old school shit stomper, if you think about it. He kind of reminds me of a cross between a Stone Cold Steve Austin and maybe a little bit of Rick Steiner in there, a little bit of Batista. He's a crazy son of a bitch, but he is now currently our TWA World Champion. He's also been YTD World War III Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. So in his so far short and illustrious career, he's won some championships that really hold some prestige and have added already to his legacy in his early career. But anyways, that is who our champion is.
Interesting.
There's a list of all of our champions currently.
Those are our current champions, yeah. We also have junior champions, but most of the history for them is just our junior tag team championship because the junior championships are fairly new to TWA and YTD. But anyways, let me issue the payout for that last matchup if there is one. Looks like only one person bet. 1,000 Archivers bucks on the Iceman Christian Hart. So no need to...
I don't get any money on this one.
You don't get any money on that one, but I will, however, give you your Archivers bucks back. I will, however, give them back. But anyways, so the Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool picking up a big victory and moving on to the championship final. So here we go. The matchup that Team Glenola really wanted to see is about to happen. It is about to come to fruition. And of course from Team Glenola it is War the Machine taking on Team Joe Lynx, the Phenom Joe Lincoln representing Phenomenal Soul. And of course War the Machine representing the Wolfpack Horsemen.
As soon as I saw they were both in this tournament, I wanted this match.
Yeah, well, you were kind of hoping that War would move on and face the Iceman Christian Hart as well.
Oh, yeah.
And the Iceman Christian Hart just completed part of that for you. He is now sitting, waiting for the right to fight to become the new inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Now, of course, kickstand our junior championships. If you hold one, you can continue to add to your legacy and defend those championships, or you can cash in and challenge the champion of the division, which, of course, at that point, you vacate the junior championship. So it depends on how you want to look at things. Do you find the junior championship holds a certain amount of prestige and would like to see if you can't build a legacy for that title, or do you cash it in and vacate it? It's an interesting choice, isn't it? It is an interesting choice. It makes the division that much more exciting and...
It's what they should have done for Money in the Bank.
Yes, I agree. I very much agree with that. They could have made the Money in the Bank a lot more interesting than they really did. But, I mean, it is what it... Did you see that... By the way, did you guys see that Damian Priest was given a brand new Money in the Bank briefcase? And, of course, WWE Shop is already there waiting, ready to make a buck off of it because it is already on the shop. I don't know what it's going for. That's something you look up if you'd like. I don't know how much a briefcase would go for. How much would a Money in the Bank briefcase go for? I don't know. I do not know. But while we're looking that up, ladies and gentlemen, the final match of the semifinals. Who moves on to face the Iceman Christian Hart for the right to become the inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion? I'm going to open the betting line right now in case you'd like to make a bet on the match. Who moves on to face Christian Hart? The Iceman.
It's only $99.99.
$100. That's not terrible, actually. I was expecting about $1.50. I'll be honest.
Yeah, let's see what the shipping turns out to be on that, though.
All right, so who moves on to face the Iceman Christian Hart? Is going to be War or Lincoln? 5 minutos to make your bets. And there we go. The betting lines are open, so go ahead and start putting your Archiverse bucks where your mouth is. Don't be shy. Step up to the plate. Make a bet. Who do you think's winning? You don't have to waste all of your Archiverse bucks. I know you're saving for championship ops and other such things, but add a little fun and intrigue to your time spent with the community. Bet on a match. Is it going to be War the Machine, the Behemoth from Team Glenola, representing the Wolfpack Horsemen, or representing Phenomenal Soul from Team Joe Link? Is it going to be the Phenom Joe Lincoln? We're going to find out right now. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I know their rivalry is legendary. Man, I don't know. War the Machine is looking pretty dominant in this. I'm not saying Joe Lincoln hasn't done well, but has he looked as dominant as War the Machine has tonight? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Now, that doesn't mean he can't come in and become a little more... I mean, you got to become aggressive. If you're going to face War the Machine, you better have some sort of aggression. If you don't, you may as well just go home. Right? Don't even step in the ring with the big sumbitch if you don't have some sort of, alter ego you can bring out, or a little bit of aggressive side of yourself. I don't know. I wouldn't. That's just looking for a trip to the Hospital, if you will. But so I don't know. This one's tough for me. I really want to bet for Joe Lincoln, but I think I'm going to bet on War the Machine here.
I'm going with War on this.
Well, I kind of figured you would. Yo, DC! In the house, what's going on, Distinct Cone? The OG VIP of the Army. Welcome in. So far, 7,400 Archiverse bucks are in the pool with over 3 minutes left to make your bets, guys. DJ Snow Beast. What's going on, DJ? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What's going on, guys? What's going on in DCville? What's going on in Beastville? Tell us. What's new and exciting? Hi, Archer and Glenn. How are you boys? We are doing fantastic.
I'm better than Frog's hair, DC. Especially
Finer
now the cherry hair.
than Frog's hair.
So Distinct Cone. Together we
But yeah, let's get some shout-outs for DJ Snow Beast as well as Distinct Cone, and I hope we got a shout-out for Kickstand 1.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And Crazy Eyes for Life, hopefully.
Yep.
Perfection.
And there was a third one. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I got them.
Well, there was DJ, there was Kickstand, and there was Crazy Eyes. Was there another one that popped in?
Yeah.
Did I miss one? Ghastly, how dare I?
Jason Morrow.
Jason Morrow. If you're still here, thank you for popping in with the invasion. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Now I'm going to do this properly for DC because I keep forgetting I can't have the @ in front of it on your stream.
Oh, you mean for shout out?
For the net, yeah. I do shout out, and then I can do @ to get the.
Well, you still can, but I believe it just gives you the generic.
The link don't work.
Oh, really?
Well,
Weird.
Yeah, it'll put that @ in the link. So
Kickstand 1 says, "Let's go." I agree. Kickstand 1 with the vibes.
With the
So yeah, to see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, which apparently I have to fix on Stream Elements. That or Stream Elements are just being a dickhead tonight. But exclamation point TWA, exclamation point WCW to see our defunct list of champions for our former WCW show. Exclamation point YTD, and we also have exclamation point Junior. If you'd like to see who our junior champions are. Of course, that list will be updated later because we do have a brand new and inaugural Junior Legends champion.
I predict one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
We also have...
Maybe you'll be streaming in the future, Cone.
We do also already have a Junior World Champion and a Women's Junior World Champion by the names of Reese the Voice Williams from Team 3TV Reese. And, of course, Jezebel West from Team James West. Standing tall, waiting for her right to fight for the Women's World Championship. And Beth Phoenix, our inaugural Junior Legends Championship holder for the women's division. And of course tonight, we're going to be crowning a inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion for the men's division. We already have a Junior Legends Champion for the women's division to join Beth Phoenix. And our next task at hand is to award a Junior Tag Team Champion. And although we do already have a history of former Junior Tag Champions, which you can find the list for that as well. Again, it is in exclamation point Junior. But that list is going to be updated because we do have to add our Junior Legends Champion, and whoever becomes the Junior Grand Prix Champion after this tournament is over. And look at this, War the Machine already going right to work. Holy fuck, that was like an elevated flatliner. But Joe Link kicks out after one.
Anytime, Cone.
Oh, she wants to give you a tip. I mean, how much? How much we talking here? Or are we talking about a tip of a finger? Cover your butt. Just in case. You never know what shocking odd does happen around here.
Kraken's not here.
Kraken Skulls is not here. He would love to play with your butt. Let's face it. You know? He would shove something up there just for the simple pleasure of watching that happen. We all need to be wearing, like, what were those things called? Chastity belts? We all need, like, chastity belts made from diamond when Kraken Skulls is around, because he does not know boundaries.
Use the and just delete it after. That way you can be sure to get the name.
Distinct Cone says, use the @ and just delete it after. That way you can be sure you get... Oh, yeah, that's a quick way to do it, too.
That's what I try to do.
I do that.
I try to do that. I forget sometimes.
Well, I do that all the time just so I don't have to type out the whole name. It's a sheer laziness when I do it, but...
I'll say here, but I just forget to delete that sometimes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it happens. It happens. Joe Lincoln turning the tides outside the ring here. Getting some payback on War the Machine. Oh, is he setting him up for a ride? No way. War going for a Lincoln ride right on the concrete. Goddamn. 2 count only. 2 count only after having his spine bounced off the concrete. Oh, Jesus. Dragon screw leg whip. That'll take out your hamstring, your MCL, your ACL. Look at War go. He's like a man possessed. Oh, Joe Lincoln is like, fuck that. Big rights to the face, right between the eyes. Well, he's wearing a mask, but it is still between the eyes of War the Machine. I got to tell you, though, you'd think that mask might play against you at some point. You know, when you start getting fatigued and battered and bruised and suddenly get a mask smashing you in the bridge of your nose or somewhere, you know, above the eye, whatever. And speaking of, Joe Lincoln, with the steel steps, he rams them right into the kidney area of War the Machine. Absolute savagery. And where is Joe going? He wants those steel steps back. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, big right hook and a lariat right across the chest. Look at this. Big back body drop off the ropes. Joe Lincoln is on a roll here. And a big high elevated spine buster. War the Machine in trouble here. Phenom's got the pin count going. 2 count only, though. 2 count only.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
For those of you just joining us, this is the final match of our semi-final rounds for this Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship Tournament. And these are two former longtime rivals. They have gone to battle many, many times together. Tonight, they're forced to go at it again. They're forced to bring that rivalry back into existence. Rear its ugly head, although it was a beautiful thing. It wasn't so ugly. Their matchups were epic. Absolute masterpieces.
This match may be nearing its limit. This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need to stop this one.
Man, I mean, you can't tell if War of the Machine is bleeding anywhere. He's definitely not bleeding from his forehead, but Joe Lincoln's been busted open. Misses the big boot, and War of the Machine comes crashing right into the torso of the Phenom. Look at that, the back door, and goes right after the back of the legs. War down. This battle continues. They are both still in it to win it here. Look at this. Nice reversal. Wow, gut-wrench suplex to Joe Lincoln. And I got to tell you, the gut-wrench suplex has always reminded me more of a gut-wrench powerbomb than suplex. I don't know. That's just me, maybe. But oh, nice reversal. Jawbreaker. Almost a sit-down stunner, if you will. Tosses War of the Machine over the top ropes. They're going to go at it outside the ring again here.
I'll be honest, part of me is a little bit surprised at how, good Joe Lincoln's doing, but at the same time, these two have that history.
They do.
Yeah, of great matches.
Yeah.
And they're going to, both of them are going to do everything in their power.
Glenn, imagine Archer get it fixed. That would be weird when doing shoutouts. What? I don't quite get that. BRB need to open more windows. It's too hot in here. Oh, man, I don't know what the weather's been like there, but it is like
and
summer. Wow! Holy shitballs. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and moving on to the championship final to face the Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool. It is the Phenom, Joe Lincoln with the big W, and he will now have the right to fight to become the inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. It's going to be the Iceman versus the Phenom in the final. Holy fuck, I'll be honest, I expected War to move on and face Christian Hart. Not going to lie. Look at the blood coming into the forehead of Joe Lincoln. What a battle. What a tournament for Joe Lincoln. I did not expect that. Again, damage is a real thing. Damage retention is a very real thing.
Somebody's getting a nice payout.
Somebody's getting a nice payout. I haven't even looked at that in a little bit, but I will actually.
There's only one person voted on Joe Lincoln.
And they bet 410. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting $7K more than they bet.
So there's 7,410 Archerverse bucks on the line here. Let's see who got it. Joe Lincoln, the victor. 7,410 Archerverse bucks being distributed immediately. There you go. So who'd it go to? Probably Strife.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Usually it says after you... to DJ Snowbeast! DJ Snowbeast with 7,400 Archerverse bucks now in his wallet. Woo! There you go, DJ. But I mean, nothing needs to be fixed because all you got to do is use the @ symbol. The shoutout works just fine. I don't know why the other one would be working because it's just the generic version of. So that's weird. But, anyways. And you're welcome for the payout. You earned it. Thank yourself. You're the one that made the bet. If you didn't make the bet, you don't get the dough. You don't get a slice of that pie. But wow, to me, that's a bit of a... To me, that was an upset. I actually did think that War of the Machine was going to win that match and move on to face Christian Hart. But, wow, that's cool. I mean, we have not seen Joe Link tonight, but he'd be very impressed with the fact that Joe Lincoln moving on to the finals for the right to fight to become the inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. And to be honest, both of these guys deserve the honor, and I won't be upset no matter who wins this match. That's just my personal take on that. That is just my personal take and my personal opinion. Glenola, you got anything to add?
No, I think you put it pretty well.
Yeah. So here we go. I already issued the payout for the last matchup, so we'll get the betting line open for the championship final. And here we go. It is the Phenom Joe Lincoln taking on the Iceman Christian Hart. Team Christian Cool versus Team Joe Link to crown an inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. That is the next match of the night. And, of course, we will be having a go-home happy match. Maybe two. It depends how long it takes Mrs. Archer to get home. We'll see what happens. Mrs. Archer's on her way. And we are going to have at least one. Two, possibly. We shall see what happens. But, in the meantime, I am going to open the betting line. So give me a moment while I do that. Here we go. Who walks out Junior Grand Prix champion? Is it going to be the Iceman, Christian Hart, or is it going to be the Phenom, Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Lake? I'll give you guys 10 minutes to make your bets. Get a little longer. I know sometimes there has been times where people have actually missed it on the betting line due to lag.
It has happened.
Well, if you've got a 5 or 10 minute delay, right, in lag time, and I've opened a 5-minute betting line, that happens. It does definitely happen.
Oh, it's happened to me a time or two.
But there we go. I did open it up. So you guys can start betting on the match at hand, the final match of the tournament, of this Championship Gold Rush tournament, to crown an inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, the Iceman Christian Hart, and the Phenom Joe Lincoln. So just, first and foremost, how do you feel about this match? And then second of all, who do you think wins?
This is going to be an awesome match. I mean, two superstars that have done so much in this business.
Yeah.
You know, they've held multiple titles apiece, and
matches, 0.
You know, both put on amazing matches.
By the way, you're still leading, and by the end of the show, probably going to be the jackpot winner for both the Channel Redemption and the YTD Championship, Glenola. Yeah.
I think that'll put me at what?
Oh, I was saying about the weather.
It
has been like summer in September here. It has been 30-plus degrees Celsius. Feels like 40. And just humid and disgusting. Humid and disgusting. To the point where our kids at school, their first couple days back, have not even been able to have outdoor recess. Too hot. And then, of course, you've seen construction crews having early days, because you can't have your workers out there working in that kind of heat. You know, better to go back another day and have a little extra work to do than have one of your workers take sick and an issue, and maybe having issues that don't need to occur, right? So, so you guys have 8 minutes left to make your bets. So far, 0 Archer vs. Bucks in the pool, no bets. 8:05 to make your bets. But yeah. So anyways, you were saying about the match?
Yesterday, I didn't look.
Oh, I was going to say, as much as I want to bet on Joe Link, I think I'm going to go Cool. I think that match...
You going Christian Cool on this?
Yeah, and I just think the match took a little more out of Joe Lincoln than he would have liked.
DC says, we are supposed to hit 30 today or yesterday. I didn't look. Today or yesterday. Way to go, DC. You don't even know the weather's going to be like in the town you live in. Or you're a day behind. Either one, that's kind of weird.
Well, there is now 1,000 on the Iceman.
1,000 Archer versus Bucks on the Iceman Christian Hart. There's still 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to make your bets. Somebody else just placed a bet. Keep them going, guys. Get more Archer versus Bucks in the pool. And try to get a slice of that pie. Try to get yourself some dough, some Archer versus Bucks. Over 2,000 in the pool now, with over 6 minutes left. All right, so here we go. Final match of the Gold Rush tournament to crown an inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, the Iceman Christian Hart, Team Christian Cool, versus the Phenom Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link. And I got to tell you, this match is going to be absolutely incredible, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
But without further ado, here we go. It is time to turn and burn. Let's go.
All right.
The Iceman versus the Phenom. Apparently our sound effects are not working now. Weird. Anyway. All right. But what do you think? Joe Lincoln or Christian Hart? Are you going with Christian Hart? I forget.
Yep.
You are. Okay. Well, I for one, am going to go with the Phenom Joe Lincoln. I'm going with the Phenom Joe Lincoln. You know what, though? I am going to utilize my break time notice. I still do this. We've had such great conversation. It's been such a fun evening. I've had to pee for like 45 minutes at least. Because, I mean, Glenola gave me that, or somebody gave me that break time notice quite a spell ago. And I remember saying I do have to pee, and then I just didn't go. So
no, I will say, hey, Archer, in honor of Team Christian Hart.
Oh my God. He's probably. I mean, he may or may not have heard that. But I mean, don't forget he's working. He's twerking. So we don't know what's going on. But always good to hear you ribbing Christian. Cool. I got to tell you, you guys have the best chemistry out of guests I've ever had on the broadcast booth. I always love it. But yeah, no, my bladder is ready to burst. So hold that thought. I mean, you can tell them, and I'll recap when we get back. But I'm going to go pee.
Yeah, but I can't scare you again.
DJ Snowbee says, also to answer your question from earlier, Archer, here for the Snowbee's Den, I found out from the doc I dropped 60 pounds from 382 pounds to 325 pounds, and that made me smile. God damn it. If I had my sound pad working, I would be going off with the sound effects right now, but apparently it's decided to kick the bucket on me. The video production team is very lackluster at times. They should all be fired, I gotta be honest. But congratulations. If we can get a congratulations in the chat room for DJ Snowbeast, 382 down to 325 pounds. That is fucking awesome. I mean that it takes a lot of dedication and hard work to do that.
Congratulations.
Sometimes I think he can be a bit overbearing.
All right. So anyways, if you don't want to get a congratulations going, let's get a hashtag. That is fucking awesome. Just copy and paste that sumbitch. DJ Snowbeast, that is amazing. Keep up the good work. Keep on your adventure. And that, I mean, you are going to thank yourself down the road, believe me. That is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. All right, so anyways, before I pee my pants, I am going to go visit the facilities. So I will BRB.
And his opponent, representing Power and Glory from Ann Arbor, Michigan, weighing in at 226 pounds, the Phenom, Joe Lincoln.
Now, since Archer decided to leave,
as we look to crown a new champion.
That's right, Cole. We're guaranteed
maybe
to have
I
a new
should
champion
do
at the end of this one. It's not very often you can say that.
here. Let's see what we got. Right spot. Here we go.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TWA, WCW or YTD into the chat.
Byron, why is this guy so easy to root for? The thing about him, Michael, is that he carries himself with a great deal of respect. Not just for himself, but his opposition as well. When you have that type of respect, it's hard to root against you.
A fully confident challenger in their corner. Absolutely hell-bent on capturing the title. Tournament action underway, and Corey, the bracket is starting to take shape.
These superstars have weathered the early storm, and now it's time for them to start digging deep. This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders.
Torturous knee.
He turns it around. Oh, impressive counter.
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, he retaliates.
I'm not sure what these two really had much history one-on-one in the ring against each other, but
Pin attempt for the championship.
you know, Christian Hart's been around since damn near the beginning.
Getting out of that by the skin of their teeth. Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
Knew what was coming there.
And has had
He's outside
matches
the
with
ring
the best of
He's
them.
got a plan.
He's got
Going
one
for an
thing on
early
his mind
pin
with that
call,
chair,
but
and
no.
it has nothing to do with
I'll need a
lounging.
2 count on that.
Right back to it, returning to the ring. Broken up with a fist to the face.
There's the crucifix. Nicely done.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
And for those of you that are, I don't know if we posted this, but there is a Discord for the Archivers. Of course,
Discord. Archers Army
YouTube.
welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse Discord to either promote
all,
your
you know,
content or just
almost
to
all the
chat
VODs
with
have been
other
uploaded to YouTube. The first roughly 100 episodes aren't up there, but from episode 100 on are on YouTube, and great episodes. We've had a lot of fun in the last couple of years.
Taking it out. Here's the pin. Title on the line. Here we go.
Oh, did he get him? 2.5. He kicked out. He actually kicked out.
If this lands, it might be all over.
Only a 2 count on that, but
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Desperate attempt here to get back on his feet.
still hoping to see Christian Hart tap out. I'm rooting for Christian Hart, but I still kind of want to see him tap out.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Kick to the gut.
Cracked around into a neck breaker. And he wants nothing to do with any of that. Heads out, and he has all.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
And it's weird not having any noise for my return. It's very underwhelming. It is very. We do seriously need to discuss the possibility of video production being terminated, future endeavored, fired. One of those things. Name your cliche.
Oh, here you go, Archer.
But anyway, damn. That calling Sir Jack out like that is absolutely... Oh, look at this sharpshooter. So how's this match been going anyways? I mean, there's a sharpshooter locked in the middle of the ring. That is not good for Joe Lincoln, I'll tell you that much right now. But what's the matchup been like so far for the Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship here?
Been pretty good. We've had some near falls and...
Thank you, DC. I see you. I mean, I did expect it. Oh, 2 count only. Hart gets his shoulder up. I thought he was getting a 3 count there. See, that's the thing, is I haven't seen the rest of the match, so I don't know exactly what's been transpiring, but big elbow to the back of the neck. Well, that did not look like it felt very good. Oh, right onto the chair, or at least his legs did. I think he meant to land him on that chair, but only the legs of Christian Hart met the steel chair. And look at now Joe Lincoln with a set of steel steps. We've seen those into play earlier tonight as he faced War the Machine. He really likes those steel steps. Big knee to the midsection of the Iceman Christian Hart there. So there was another article I was going to touch base on earlier, and I'm just going to go over it right now. It is from ringsidenews.com. And it's another Felix Upton. We do like Felix Upton's articles. Glenola read one earlier. I've read my second now. But anyways, it is bad signs for WWE's relationship with Fox. So let's have a look at that for a moment. So WWE and Fox were in the middle of talks to keep SmackDown on their network, but it seems that things might not be going so well. Their window for exclusive talks ran out, and now we have a sign that Fox might be moving on from WWE. Which could happen. You don't know.
And welcome in Patrick Snape.
Welcome in. I mean, I would sound an alarm off like normal, but video production are assholes tonight, and our sound effects are not working at the moment. But welcome in Patrick Snape. Welcome to episode number 510 for TWA. It's a Gold Rush tournament. This is actually the final matchup in the Gold Rush tournament, and is to crown an inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Earlier tonight, we crowned an inaugural Junior Legends Champion. It's been a fantastic... Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of this Gold Rush tournament and new and inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team Christian Cool. It is the Iceman, Christian Hart with the big W, and is now the inaugural Grand Prix Junior Wrestling Champion. Congratulations to Christian Hart. And congratulations to Christian Cool. What a victory for Team Christian Cool and Christian Hart. So, of course, that of course means that Team Christian Cool and the Iceman Christian Hart can either see how many times they can defend that junior championship, or they can, of course, cash that puppy in, which at that point vacates the junior championship and go after that Grand Prix Wrestling Championship that is so sought after in World War III. But what a fantastic tournament. And of course, the tone-setting match, the 8-man elimination royal for the Junior Legends Championship, was amazing as well. What a great night in general. But we're going to have one more go-home happy match, I think. My wife should be on her way home at some point. We might even get 2 go-home happy matches in, for that matter. But we're going to start things off here. We do not have a junior tag team champion. We do not have champions in the junior division as far as tag teams go, so we're going to rectify that situation. But first and foremost, we're going to take a quick snapshot for our victor. Actually, we stopped doing that. Never mind. Usually we take a snapshot, post in Discord, but we all know. But that is the new Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. Sitting in the grasp of the Iceman Christian Hart. He defeated Mnemonics in the quarterfinals, went to the semifinals, and defeated the Gooner Luke Bomber. And then in the finals against the Phenom Joe Lincoln. 2 pinfalls and a submission victory. And he is now your new Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Again, congratulations to Christian Cool.
Definitely.
But here we go. We're going to have ourselves a fatal 4-way tag team elimination matchup. Not that way we aren't. There we go. So, we want an 8-man. Let's see if we have regular. Yeah, tag to break. We don't want that. We might have to go tornado tag here. I don't know if we have an 8-man. No, we have to go tornado tag team elimination. So we're going to do that. Not that. Not that. There we go. So the tag team eliminator. Fatal 4-way tornado tag. And it is going to be to crown brand new junior tag team champions. So here we go. Now the question is, who do we want to see? Who do we want to see? Currently the reigning defending TWA World Tag Team Champions are the Hart Foundation. Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Well,
but what teams do we want to see?
Count Dexcula and Marshall Omega have been doing very good.
Are they the YTD Tag Team Champions? I forget. Hold on, let me look.
Oh, are they?
They could possibly be. Let me look. I just want to have a look before we...
Yeah, you know.
What do you call an X-Wing fillet that does too many barrel rolls?
Yes, they are the tag team champions for YTD World War III, so they don't really need junior tag titles.
No.
But there are many other teams that we could give the rub to.
Carino Farmer and The Fiend.
The Fiend is now Bray Wyatt, but they are not a team, so they can't be included.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't have The Fiend. It's the She-Fiend.
You have She-Fiend, yeah. Yeah.
Never mind.
But you also have to have a true tag team. Unless it's discussed prior to the show and management knows we're going to go with a Freebird rule and Intertwine, but we didn't know that, so we can't do that.
I was just trying to remember, different tag teams.
What about Golden Bebe? I know Kenny Jackson was in a match tonight. I understand that. But what about Golden Bebe, Kenny Jackson, and Adam Cole being added to the tournament? Or not the tournament, to the matchup. I think we should do that.
So, well, hey Archer, I'm going to actually jump off here.
All right.
I think I'm going to do my thing.
You going to jump into your own show?
Yeah, for a little bit.
By the way, did you see they're going to be doing Dead Redemption 3?
I had not.
Yes.
I'd heard rumors.
I saw it yesterday.
It was greenlit.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday, I believe it was. Snape says, I want in the Fed. If there's an opening, there's always an opening for amazing people to become part of our community. Patrick Snape, can we drop some information for Patrick Snape? Drop him the Discord link. There's an Inca contract section on the Discord, Patrick Snape, and you simply put your hashtag if you have a superstar or your detailed information on a superstar you'd like us to hunt down and sign for you. We also have action going on YouTube. We have a live show every week, and of course we're also uploading dark matches as well for YTD World War III Dark. Lots going on. But here we go. What other teams do we want here? I say we throw Demolition in there just to say we did. We got to have Demolition.
They've earned it. Shot anytime they've
won. Yeah, they've earned it many times over. What do you say, the Weapons of Mass Destruction, maybe Drek and or who else can we give opportunity to here? Who else can we give opportunity here? What about the Samoan Coalition? I believe they failed their first attempt to gain the YTD tag titles. Then they became tag team champions, but lost them soon after. We could give them a shot again. Big Bubba Bruno and who's his partner? I forget. He's with Solo, is he not? Is he with Solo Sikoa?
I thought it was one of the Usos. I thought.
Let's find out. Drew McIntyre. Well, that's not who he's teaming with. I don't know why that would come up. That's kind of weird. So let's put him with Solo anyway, for argument's sake. Because I like the Usos to tag together, so we'll keep the Usos. Yeah. I mean, they're all part of the Samoan Coalition anyway, but... So Solo and Big Bubba Bruno.
They're not already a tag team, though, so never mind. I just thought of a great team, but never mind.
Now, who do we put in the 4 spot? Who do we put in that 4 spot?
Yeah. I just have a former tag team we could put in there.
A former tag team.
Yeah, Cactus Jack and Psycho Sid.
Yeah. Well, there is always the Horsemen. There's Ric Flair and Arn Anderson.
True.
We could go that route. I have no problem with that. Let's do that. They've been doing very well, so why not?
Yeah.
Singles competition and tag team competition. Let's go Ric Flair and his tag team partner Arn Anderson.
Well, have fun.
And there we go. All right, enjoy your the beginning of your stream. I'm sure we'll venture over at some point.
All righty.
In the meantime, lurk away. But here we go. Let's put the Junior Tag Team Championships on the line. And here we go. Fatal 4-way tag team elimination matchup to crown brand new junior tag team champions. And of course, the winners of the belt can either continue to add to the legacy of the titles, defend those championships as often as possible, or just like the other junior championships, they can cash those in, vacate them, and go for the main gold. We'll see what happens. But here we go. Samoan Coalition. Golden Baby, Demolition, and the Four Horsemen. It is showtime and go time for our go home happy match. And also my wife wants me to call her, so I'm going to. So I am going to be back in just a few brief moments. While these guys are making their way to the ring, I'm going to give her a call. BRB.
Sup, Jack? DJ Snowbeast, not much, just lurking. Sir Jack, the greatest. I joined the Discord. So Sir Jack, the greatest. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors.
And here they come!
With that said, with skipping the rest. Scythe, the greatest, I feel that. So distinct cone. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors.
Match.
With that
And
said,
it's for the Junior Tag Team Championship.
Distinct cone, hello, lovely.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 428 pounds, the Mega Stars.
Here we go, guys. We're going to finally have a champion after this one.
And you have to imagine these superstars are feeling the pressure here. You don't come into a match of this magnitude without feeling it at least a little bit.
I am alright, about to jump into some Apex.
Look who it is!
Sir Jack, the greatest, alright, have fun then.
And their opponents, first, at a combined weight of 527 pounds,
I have to charge my phone.
Demolition!
Here we go, guys. We're finally going to crown a new champion here tonight.
Cole, this match right here is the absolute definition of history making. Whoever wins this will forever have their name in WWE history books. And that's really saying something.
Patrick Snape, that sucks. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TWA, WCW or YTD into the chat. When are they gonna make a phone that charge itself? Yo. In the future.
And from the Isle of
So with the
Samoa,
Boomer
weighing
9-4.
in at
Together we will grow
480
strong and our
pounds,
communities will
Big
remain strong by
Bubba
our constant
Bruno.
support
Ladies
for
and
one
gentlemen, this
another's
match is for
endeavors.
the vacant
With
championship,
the
which
said
means
with-
tonight we finally crown one of
with
these
the Boomer
superstars as our
9-4
next
lead.
champion. And it's about time, if you ask me.
I always wondered if Michael Cole and Adam Cole were related. DJ Snowbeast can't wait. I always forget to charge mine.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see if he maintains that high level of aggression he's been showing of late.
I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, Michael. There's no reason to start being amiable now.
You are looking at the future of the Bloodline.
And representing the Bloodline from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo
Distinct Cole try having one foot and sharing it with Veresso to
A
charge
younger
2
brother
phones.
of the Usos, but had a far different upbringing.
When Jimmy and Jay were getting their start in WWE, Solo was still getting into fights on the street. When it comes to the street champion, Solo always puts that title on the line.
DJ Snowbeast, we have tried one for 3 people, do that count? Distinct Cone, hey.
And from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 242 pounds,
Distinct Cone,
the
yes, we
Natural
win on the front.
Boy.
So much on the line
The
here
new
tonight, guys, as
jackpot
we look
number
to crown
for
a
a
new
chance to
champion.
win a
That's right,
channel
Cole. We're
redemption of your
guaranteed to have a
choices.
new champion at the end of this one.
0079,
It's
the
not
number
very
to
often
win
you
a
can say that.
YTD championship matches, 0.
Woo!
DJ Snowbeast wave, I win? But I never win. Check out the latest craze in TWA merch. Purchase your coffee cup, tea or ball cap right now.
And guys, I hate to say it, but
URL.
sometimes his ego can be just plain
Distinct Cone, well you do
nauseating.
now.
Yeah, and for me, sometimes it's hard to recognize how talented he is when he's constantly walking around with his chest out.
And from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 255 pounds, Arn Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, by night's end, we will crown a new champion.
No offense to you, Cole, but part of me wishes Gorilla Monsoon was here for this match, just so we can hear him say, history has been made at the conclusion.
Byron, he's quickly proving himself as somebody the other superstars in the locker room can truly rely on.
Which likely means that if he ever finds himself in trouble at some point down the road, there will be plenty of superstars who will be more than happy to help him.
Tag team tornado match underway. Multiple teams facing off, but there will only be one winner.
Everyone competing at once. You really need to know the status of your partner and every opponent in this match.
Great reversal. Setting foot in the ring now. Nice hip toss. Corey with a match as unpredictable, as chaotic as Falls Count Anywhere. Can you even formulate a strategy? Or do you just kind of have to play this sort of thing by ear?
Actually, Cole, the main strategy here is to embrace the chaos. These superstars have to keep in mind that they can do anything in this match. And the opposition can, too.
Bam! Down he goes. Able to reverse that one.
Ducking out of trouble. Followed by a knee drop.
That'll fracture an orbital.
Headbutt. Got him set up in the corner of the ring. Pulls the shoulder. What's he going to do to Solo? And an inverted atomic drop.
Oh, unique offense.
Taking out the knee.
Oh, man.
That'll destroy your ligaments. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Vicious right forearm. Cutting off the offense with a nasty chop block.
He turns it around.
Solo can end this now.
Kicks out. He still has life.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
No one can. Clubbing blows.
Then you're still online,
Set him
LOL.
up. Russian leg sweep. And did you hear the impact of that? Now he's been put on the defensive. Powerbomb. He may get the 3 count right here. This is it.
So Alliance in Espinal T3. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors.
Here's the snapmare.
With the side group.
Something here. Enables a counter. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose. Are you kidding me? Will it be?
Alliance in Espinal T3 is on the phone. He'll be back soon.
Neckbreaker. Into the barricade. Oh, colliding with the barricade. Ooh. Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
He saw it coming.
He's returning fire. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. And a well-executed move we just saw there. Oh! He thinks he has it.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Kicking out in time.
What do you have to do to put this guy away? We continue to see incredible perseverance from these competitors.
The war continues to rage on with no superstar willing to give an inch.
Hold.
This could do it.
Oh, kicks out.
Both competitors digging deep into their wells to keep this match going.
He just won't give up.
That didn't go as Solo pictured. That's gotta be it. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Got him hooked.
DDT planted him.
I think that'll do it.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them. Will this match end? The bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Clothesline.
What impact.
And we just saw some serious offense. Setting them up.
Gentlemen, it's time to go to school.
There it is.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
What a unique submission. He's on his back trying to squirm his way out of this. Cover here.
He clearly wants to dish out more punishment, but why not get the pinfall first?
Instantly, he has his shoulders up.
You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it.
So close. That could have been it.
He's mounted with
Punches. And not.
a dangerous situation out here at ringside.
This could shorten your career. There you go.
And there's the cover. What? You gotta be kidding me.
How in the world did he do that?
Oh, clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
Boom. Solo with a timely counter.
Still talking with them IS out your shade and TV land.
Cover. Is it up? If he's
somehow still in this fight.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Heads out of the ring. What's next? Able to get the advantage here.
No rush out your VDU.
Next.
Your favorite, Saxton.
Yokosuka cutter. Will that be the deciding factor? He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Oh, ouch.
Holy, meet the barricade. Uh-oh. He's trying again. Oh!
Like DJ said.
Ref, get ready to raise his hand. And that is
A competitor has been eliminated.
Sikoa spinning solo.
Sikoa might have just finished things.
Kick it out before the count.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
Amazing. Great reversal.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Into the barricade. Driven into the barricade. Great counter. Impressive ring IQ on display there. Does he have him here? No, he gets the shoulder up. How? German suplex released.
And we see him take yet another shot to the body. Effectively using the knee.
Oh, my! And there's the takedown. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Rapid fire Samoan drop. Into the cover. Breaks the close count.
Incredible to think. After everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate.
Had it scouted.
I have returned. I am actually still on the phone with the missus. Sorry I'm taking a little longer. She's just driving home. I like to talk to her while she's on her way home. She had a long shift. She's a little tired. She is back in town now, but she's just stopping by her mother's. But we are going to have one more go-home happy match after this matchup, and we are going to crown new junior tag team champions in the women's division. So stay tuned, and I shouldn't be too much longer on the phone. But I will be right back. Continue to enjoy the match. It's been a hell of a banger. It's very interesting what's been transpiring here. I've been watching the entire match while on the phone. But I will be right back, I promise.
I'll tell you what, I don't really think he knows either. Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men?
What a tank down the... Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
It's not embarrassing to tap out. He'll save your career.
But his will to win... In trouble here?
Chin lock. This could do it.
Can he put this one away?
Solo Sikoa has been eliminated.
They're still in this.
Oh, I thought that was game over.
Pure guts to kick out there. Big move, but it's still unable to end this. And he's able to reverse.
And that he's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Isn't enough? Isn't enough?
That'll do
A
it.
competitor has been eliminated.
That's it.
A competitor has been
He
eliminated.
goes into the ring. He leaves the ring, and there's no countouts in this one. And this might not have a pleasant ending.
From the ring all the way to the floor.
And this one might be, this is it. Shoulder up before the count.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct. Oh, look at this here. Arm wrench.
It's almost time for me to go.
Incoming. And he heads out of the ring. No countouts, no worries.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Oh, God, that hurt.
I have returned, this time back. Actually back.
From behind.
The missus is going to be on her way from her mom's directly to the mansion here shortly. So all is good. She is safe and sound, even though she's very tired after a long evening. So, but anyways, man, what a match this has been.
Run out of ringside. In fact,
DC says, it's almost time for me to go. Yeah, you got to go to work soon, don't you? You probably got, oh no, school or work? School or work? Probably school, actually. Patrick Snape, I will definitely tell her that you said hi. And by the way, DJ Snowbeast and Patrick Snape, I did both. I saw both of your Inca contracts. So we will make sure that that happens sooner than later and get their career started over at YTD Academy on YouTube. That's where all of our new superstars begin their terms. And did I just see Adam Cole hit Kenny Jackson with a chair? I looked up for just a second, but it sure looks like he hit his own tag team partner with the chair. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are down to Golden Bebe versus Cyborg Adam Colossus of Demolition for the the Junior Tag Team Wrestling Championships. Man, oh man. Oh! Kenny Jackson from behind nails Adam Colossus right in the spine with the steel steps and then tosses him right in the ring. Here comes Adam Cole, baby. It is Golden Bebe versus Adam Colossus. Not looking good here for the member of Demolition, I'll be honest. Kenny Jackson fouled up Adam Cole's attempt at a double axe handle off the top turnbuckle.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner.
Oh, big knee in the gut. Nice retaliation, but Adam Cole from behind. Oh! Ripcord knee right to the jaw. And again, it is not looking good for the member of Demolition. Wow. He is taking a beating. Golden Bebe. Oh, big kick to the face from Colossus, but he gets nailed right over the head with a kendo stick. Kenny Jackson running wild, baby. Colossus back to his feet, tosses Jackson. Actually, he bounced him off the fucking barricade. Man just got bounced off the barricade. Snape says, I am messaging you with character works. Fantastic, thank you. DJ Snowbee says, I look forward to the Academy grunt work here. Yeah, YTD Academy at one time was considered developmental territory, but it turned it. Wow! It turned into a beast of its own, and ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Style Tag Team matchup and a new Junior Tag Team Champions from Team Honeybee Wrestling. It is Adam Cole, baby, and the Golden One, Kenny Jackson. Golden Bebe, your new Junior Tag Team Wrestling Champions. Congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling. What a fantastic win for them. And they can now challenge any of the tag team champions of their choosing whenever they'd like, or as you can do with the rest of the junior championships, you can continue to try and add to your own and the championship's legacy by defending those belts. Always up to the streamer teams. Both build legacies of their own. And, of course, I'm telling you, those junior championships are going to gain quite the prestige very, very quickly. I'll tell you, Honeybee Wrestling is going to be very excited. DC says, I'm going to lurk while getting ready. And actually, welcome back, Archer, and work is the answer. So she is headed to work. Sir Jack the Greatest. What's going on? You're still here, chicken lad? GG's from Snow Beast. And it looks like I haven't issued the payout from the last match because you guys still have the betting symbol beside you. But okay, we now have new Junior Tag Team Champions crowned. Now it is time for the women. Let's see what kind of villainy we can cause in the women's division, shall we? Alright, let's go. We're going to do another Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination matchup. Here we go. Let's go with the Viking Rose Brewer. And the Anomaly Tia Steve and the Wolfpack Gals. Let's go with Gigi Dolan, if I can get her, and her partner in crime, JC Jane. Also part of a faction called the Toxic Outlaws.
MOGIs. To see a complete list of champions from each respective
with Akira Blade from the Blade Runners.
TWA. WCW or.
We also want to
YTD
see
into the chat.
Alice Blade teaming up with Kaiva Blade. And last but not least, let's see, who do we go with? I think Akira Blade earlier today was talking about wanting to team with Amber Extreme. So let's go with Amber Extreme and Akira Blade. So we're going to have a battle of the blades in this matchup as well.
Yo.
And don't forget, this is for the Women's Junior Tag Team Championship. If anybody wonders how that's possible, the Toxic Outlaws and the Outlaws are very much correlated. And here we go for the vacant Junior Tag Team Championship. Fatal 4-way Tag Team Eliminator. It is the Blade Runners versus the Wolfpack Gals versus Toxic Attraction. Now known as the Toxic Outlaws. Against one half of the Toxic Outlaws and one half of the Outlaws, Amber Extreme and Akira Blade. This is going to be a hell of a slobber knocker, and it is time to turn and burn. This is the final match of the night. Then we'll see each other tomorrow night. About 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode number 29 of YTD World War III, where we continue to add fuel to the fire as we continue down that road to the next big SPV of 2023. TWA Revolution is next. And then, of course, Saturday night, right around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might be a little bit earlier that night, we shall see. But Wrestle Wars Genesis continues the road to TWA Revolution. There is a lot that is going to be happening over the next couple of weeks because we are going to make TWA Revolution one of the biggest SPVs of the year, and it is going to be an absolute thrill ride, so you don't want to miss a single solitary minute of the action. But here we go. Junior Tag Team Championships on the line. Again, it is the Blade Runners, the Wolfpack Gals, Toxic Outlaws, and one half of the Toxic Outlaws and a half of the Outlaws. It is Amber Extreme teaming up with Akira Blade. Here we go. Let's rock and roll.
They're here.
And then, of course, after this matchup, we're going to have to invade.
So you hear I'm about
We have an
to go
invasion
deep, let's throw Rose
at
in
hand.
there, so Cone can miss it again.
I believe Glenola said he was going live. Let's see here what's happening. I don't even see Glenola. Where is he? Glenola, where are you?
He did.
There he is. So Glenola is playing some Final Fantasy 15. So that is our next destination. As soon as this matchup is over, that will be it. That will be all for episode number 510 here at the Archerverse TV. But make sure you stick around for the invasion and support Team Glenola. That is where we're going next. And I'll be just one moment. My beautiful lady just arrived and walked into the room, so I'm going to be just a few moments. Enjoy the entrances. I'll be right back.
We should get a hubby and wife stream someday soon. Pretty please, don't you ever feel like you're less than fucking perfect. Pretty please, if you ever F.
And their opponents. First, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, the Outlaws.
Here we go, guys. We're going to finally have a champion after this one.
And you have to imagine these superstars are feeling the
If you
pressure here.
ever
You don't come into a match of this
WTF.
magnitude without feeling it at least a little bit.
I have returned. Yo, Sir Jack. I see you're still kicking around. Man, I got to tell you, your odds are pretty good at winning here. You've got a couple of teams in this matchup. You got a couple of teams going on here. Half of the Toxic Outlaws and the Outlaws, the Toxic Outlaws.
Welcome back again, Archer.
This is gonna be
My question for everybody is, who do you think is walking out with the Junior Tag Team Championship?
I actually been here majority of the show lurking.
Making their way to the ring, the
Well, this I know, Jack. I'm just calling you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, by night's end, we will crown a new
I'm just calling you out here.
No offense to you, Cole, but part of me wishes Gorilla
Because as usual, instead of being on the broadcast booth, with the best community on Twitch, enjoying an extra added element of enjoyment to your visitation, you are hiding in the shadows. But anyways, DC, Patrick Snape, Sir Jack, DJ, who do you guys think's winning this matchup? Kaiva Blade holding that. Well, actually, she's not holding it. She is wearing that World Championship proudly after she defeated January,
UMN.
the coldest bitch on the planet from Team Infinite Oni, for the Women's World Championship. Patrick Snape says, me. I don't think you're winning. I don't think you have a team in the match, sir. I think you're confused, I think. Have you been hanging out with Glenola? Have you been into the sauce? Drink a little of that rice wine? Sir Jack says, I gave you my lovely voice majority of last show. That's true, you did. DC says, Tio will win. Well, that's a possibility. I mean, Rose Brewer's in the match, too. The Wolfpack gals kind of travel together, you know what I mean? It is a tag team match, after all. It is a tag team match.
Sir Jack the greatest, it don't count if I'm not here. I don't drink or do drugs, so no.
Patrick Stay says, I don't drink or do drugs, so nope. Well, that's a good thing, because it becomes that much more hard for Glenola and the Glenalians to corrupt your mind if you're not drinking or doing drugs. Sir Jack says Rose is no joke. She most certainly is not. There's the reason that the Viking Rose Brewer is the winningest superstar of all time.
I am a recovering addict.
You're a recovering addict. Well, that's a good reason to stay away from it then.
True, she means business. I'm the joke here.
But congratulations on being recovering. Because that means you're clean. And cleaning out. I'm sure it's a rough go. I've had friends going, recovering and going through rehab, children, etc. So I've had to deal with it for a few years now. 4 years sober. Congratulations. Long time to be fighting your demons. Good for you. Pat yourself on the back for even being in that situation. Not everybody has the willpower, the confidence, the esteem to do something like that. So good for you. I hope you're proud of yourself. Congratulate yourself. Your body will most certainly congratulate you later. DC wants to know what you were addicted to, if you don't mind sharing. You most certainly do not have to answer that question, and you do not have to indulge. But if you're willing, DC would like to know what it is you were addicted to. Is it alcohol or drugs or both? Coke and alcohol. Yeah, that's a deadly combination too, by the way. I mean, on their own, each not terrible unless you're terribly retarded. But together, they are a lethal combination. I mean, in addiction in general, doesn't matter if it's drugs, alcohol, food. If you're able to overcome those odds and defeat the demons, that's really what it's about. And you're 4 years clean and sober, that is something to celebrate.
The Coke was Coca-Cola.
Oh, the Coke was Coca-Cola, so you just alcohol and you're addicted to pop. Okay.
Patrick Sneed.
So you're a recovering pop addict. Nice. Well, that's almost the same as being addicted to food, really.
Sorry, but it was fun.
That's the same as being addicted to food. You know, if you're addicted to pop, and there's a lot of sugar and preservatives and other such things in there. Yo, Black Swordsman, welcome in. You came in at a good time. This is the final match of the night. We had a fantastic Gold Rush tournament to crown an inaugural Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. We, of course, crowned the new champion there. We also had a tone setter that it did more than set the tone for the night. It was a fantastic match. 8-man Elimination Royale to crown another inaugural champion. The Junior Legends Championship was awarded tonight. We just crowned brand new Junior Tag Team Champions in our first go-home happy match of the night. And now, for our final match of the night, we are going to crown brand new Women's Junior Tag Team Champions. Then we are going to the Glenola-verse. We're going to stop by and support our friend Glenola and see what he's up to. Well, we know what he's up to. He is playing Final Fantasy 15. But he's, of course, waiting for us, and we're going to be joining his channel and watch him do his thing. And then that'll be it. That will be all for us until tomorrow night around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. World War III episode number 29, TWA 511. We're going to continue that road to TWA Revolution and add some more fuel to the fire, so to speak. But it is almost time to get the fuck out of my channel, you bunch of villains. It is getting close. I love kicking you out of my fucking channel, I'll be honest. If it was up to me, I'd ban you all and just have a solo match. I would just have a solo show. Just me, myself, and Irene.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Snape says, I may have blown up the locker room. Black Swordsman says, I'm streaming my show. NBA 2K24 comes out tomorrow. It does, yes. Of course, 2K23 has been advertising it non-stop lately. And there's the link for the TWA merch store. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. You can purchase a coffee cup, tea, or ball cap right now. Still no eliminations. All teams are a go and in it to win it. Trying to tell the blades apart right now. And now you got Amber Extreme with the new attire. So I was confused as to where she was right now. I'm still not used to the new attire. Yes, in addition to Discord, YouTube, and Twitch, if you happen to be on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, I refuse to call it that, it is Twitter. You can follow the Archiverse there as well. There's the link. Feel free to add me on Twitter. You'll get notified when we have dark matches being uploaded, when we're live on Twitch, when we're live on YouTube. You'll have access to... See, I mean, a lot of the times I'm using it as a transfer station, so I do utilize it to have our pictures taken for our champions for Discord and other such things, so you'll get first-hand look at that before they go missing, before they disappear, go poof into the night. Just so you guys know, I'll be an Olympian. You all know, just so you guys know, you all know an Olympian. Sorry, and they are in chat. I wonder who it is. Tomorrow is CKW Thunder. Tomorrow is for my universe. Awesome. Now, what time is that going to be airing? Now, tomorrow I work 1:30 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, so I won't be home till quarter after, 20 after. Depends, really. Sometimes we come straight home. Sometimes we stop for coffee. Give or take a few minutes. But anyways, YTD World War III will not begin until at least 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Black Swordsman says, now I remember you. Anyways, so who's the Olympian? Out of curiosity. Infinite Oni! What's going on, Infinite Oni? Did you happen to see January in her matchup earlier today against Xia Li? And welcome home from work, by the way. I know you just got done work. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. It's been a great show. Infinite Oni, we crowned an inaugural Junior Legends champion at the beginning of the night to set the tone. Fantastic 8-man fatal 4-way elimination style matchup. And then we had a fantastic Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Championship tournament to crown an inaugural champion, and we did. You just missed a fantastic Junior Tag Team Championship matchup in the men's division, and now we're ending the evening with the women in action, as they now too fight for the right to hold the Women's Junior Tag Team Championships. Oh, you have 15 minutes left until you're done work. Oh, okay, so you're twerking. Fantastic. Pulling a Joe Link and a Christian Cool. Good for you. We appreciate that. And if you get caught by your boss, we had nothing to do with it. We will deny anything that you've said. We will deny knowing you, as a matter of fact. Patrick Stake says, I'm a Special Olympian. I play basketball and softball. That is awesome. That is fantastic, Patrick Snake. Do you have any pictures or any videos of you in action that you can post on Discord? We would all love to see that. Black Swordsman says 9 a.m. Western Pacific Standard Time. So that's about noon my time. So that means I could probably pop into your show during a break and probably lunch, depending on how long your show is. I'm going to give you a special shout out.
In TWA, would you be cool if I did an RP where January is added by the Archer seeking advice sometime?
There we go. So anybody that's not already following Black Swordsman, make sure you drop him a follow and check out his content. Enjoy his show tomorrow at 9 a.m. Western Pacific Standard Time. If you're Eastern Standard Time, that's roughly noon. Let's see here. Oni says, okay, in DWA, would you be cool if I did an RP where January is at a bar with Elijah Archer seeking advice sometime? Infinite Oni, I trust you to do anything you want. Your storylines and angles are epic. Can I tear the rest of them off? Oh. Sorry, my wife was showing me a tear in her undies. And I just, you know, out of sheer curiosity, wondered if I could just tear the rest of them off myself. Oh. Well, I mean, I got one more stupid thing you could try out. But anyways, even if you're willing, it'll have to wait a few minutes. Yo, Joe Link, finally popping in. Welcome in. By the way, unless somebody beats him, which I doubt anybody's going to, he came pretty close on both attempts. Glenola will be the winner of both the Channel Redemption Reward and the YTD Championship off. The little bastard came close to both. Thanks for shouting out Joe Lank. Appreciate that. All right, so let's see here. It looks like we are down to the one half of the Toxic Outlaws and the Outlaw team, actually, because it was Akira Blade and Amber Extreme. I don't see Amber Extreme. Is Amber Extreme still there? That's either Akira or that is Alice Blade, I believe. Could be Akira. I get those two confused. I mean, they look alike. They're related. They are sisters. It's not even fair. And look, no, it looks like Amber Extreme was eliminated. So Akira Blade all by herself against the Blade Runners here. All by herself against the Blade Runners. Not looking good for Akira Blade here. I think it is mere moments until we see new junior tag team champions crowned, and I believe it is going to be the Blade Runners, unless Akira Blade pulls something out of her wazoo. I mean, it could happen. We've seen it before. Does anybody remember the time that the Anomaly Tia Stevens, who was she facing? I'm trying to remember the team they were facing. It might have been the Wolfpack Gals. No, wait a minute. She is a Wolfpack Gal. Forget that. Maybe it was the Blade Runners? I don't know. I can't remember the team that she was facing, but she ended up winning 1v2 and retaining the championships for the Wolfpack Gals.
She's not ready to submit just yet. Prying apart her
Beat the hell out of Tia in extra 5 min.
But I don't know. Blade Runner's really taking it to Akira Blade here. I don't think it's going to happen. But how funny is it to see the sisters in battle here? Alice and Kaiva against Akira. It's an all Sir Jack affair here. Literally all a Sir Jack affair here. I mean, Sir Jack, you're winning no matter what here. No matter what it comes down to. If Akira pulls something out of a hat and manages to win, you win. If the Blade Runners win, you win. I mean, it's working out pretty good for you tonight. Oh, Akira's in trouble here. Backpack brainbuster. And that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new Women's Junior Tag Team Champions, representing the Blade Runners from Team Sir Jack the Greatest. It is Kaiva and Alice Blade picking up the big win. The Blade Runners, your new Women's Junior Tag Team Champions. Absolutely phenomenal. What a great night of matches, great conversations. I mean, it was a lot of fun picking on CM Punk most of the night. To be fair, he did that to himself. But a great evening in general. From the Tone Center to the 2 go-home happy matches. Couldn't ask for a better evening. We've crowned an inaugural Junior Legends Champion, Junior Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, and now, of course, Junior Tag Team Champions in both the men's and the women's division. So an excellent evening, but now it is time to go visit the Glenolaverse and see what Glenola is up to while he sits and plays Final Fantasy 15. So if you guys like Final Fantasy, this is the channel to visit. Either way, that's where we're going. And we'll see each other tomorrow night somewhere around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe a few minutes after that. We shall see. Again, it depends on how fast I'm able to get from home to the broadcast booth. We shall see how that works out. But tomorrow night, episode number 29 of YTD World War III, and of course TWA 511, as we continue to add fuel to the fire on the road to TWA Revolution. And then Saturday night, Wrestle Wars Genesis. We will continue to add more fuel to the fire of the fiery feuds and raging rivalries. But here we go. It is time to go see what Glenola's up to. And it is that time. You don't have to go home. You do, however, have to get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.
Play. Infinite, only your numbers are 0, 5, 3.